before I get started with the actual recap tonight, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. Firstly, this might be our last session in Direwood, as we've known it. If everyone's down, then once we wrap up Direwood, we can have a sort of epilogue session and a wrap-up where we talk about everything, and you guys can ask me questions, any questions you have about, like, any mysteries, events, characters, or whatever we've been wondering about. And then from there, it's on to campaign 2.
Characters died off screen.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. So just so we're all on the same page, what I'm kind of thinking is tonight might be last session. After that, epilogue. After that, a wrap up if there's enough interest in it. If tonight isn't the last session, it'll almost certainly be second to last. So hope we're all ready for that. I know I'm not.
I think we should all, guys, collectively leave the dungeon and just never come back.
That would be.
We should just
that'd be it
for a session.
If you guys want to prolong the campaign, all you got to do is just leave. All right. Then with that, unless there are any other quick thoughts, let's get into it. So, last we left off, the party had been midway through their adventures in the strange and dangerous tunnel system connected to the Church of the Rock, a dungeon that is known to the party now as ostensibly the Queen's. They had fought past near invisible gelatinous cubes, caves of gargoyles hidden in plain sight, and resisted the temptation of piles of gold. The party then found themselves entering an icy cave, the floor littered with gold-encrusted mirrors. Alistair and Six got a peek into a couple of them, and they saw their future within them, or at least the future they had envisioned for themselves. Despite Doran's warnings, they sought these images and took comfort in them. Then Doran was very abruptly proven right, as Six continued looking into mirrors on the party's way through the cave. A shadowy figure of Durathil, which had the agility of Six himself, seemingly apparated from the mirror itself and attacked Six with a flurry of sword swipes. The rest of the party gave Six room for one reason or another, and Six responded to this attack by giving the mirror the apparition had appeared from a swift kick. The apparition faded away, and after Doran broke his own invisibility, fiddling with a strange cold flame in the cave, the party moved on.
Fuck me.
They next found a man-made hallway adorned with many ornate rugs. Just beyond the rugs, the words, "Please wipe your feet," were neatly arranged, and some ways after that, the words, "Welcome home." Assuming the room was trapped, Doran cast Find Traps and discovered that, in fact, the entire room was a trap. Doran had a ridiculous idea. He cast Wall of Force in the shape of a sphere, encapsulating the entire party, and they all pushed forward together, springing every aspect of this trapped hallway at once. The rugs came to life, wrapping themselves around the Wall of Force. Translucent grease began to pour from the walls, and a wall of spikes engaged as the entire hall slanted slightly, driving the toads in their hamster ball of force directly into the spikes, unharmed, of course. The party took the opportunity to roll the ball, tearing the living rugs to shreds, literally. They had seen the exit door on the other side of the new spike wall, so after a bit of arguing about how to get out of this mess, Alistair cast Unseen Servant and had it open one of the exit doors. This disengaged the trap room, and the spikes retracted, the grease drained, and the party was able to move forward in their hamster ball. Jason, I'm getting some background noise. Sorry. After unsticking themselves magically from the residue outside the hall from the dried grease, the party continued to the last cave they'd find themselves in. In this final cave, they found a table with a game of checkers happening atop it, along with some still hot tea. After fiddling with the game of checkers, the party considered moving on beyond the cave as it seemed to continue. But something grabbed their attention as the Wall of Force spell ended. At the other end of the cave, just near what was ostensibly the exit they had passed through to progress, was a large round table with 4 cushioned chairs atop an intricately designed rug. Near that, the head of a dragon and a Gothic statue of an angel. As it turned out, the dragon was in fact alive, and his name was Alakai. The queen had cursed him to only speak in rhyme, and he could only understand the party when they themselves spoke in rhyme. Alakai wished for death upon himself and upon the queen for ruining him. The party came up with rhyming questions as best they could to gain information from Alakai, and eventually discovered the rug, table, and chairs were actually some sort of teleportation mechanism. After a quick test of the table, the party had to decide how to proceed from there. First, they honored Alakai's wishes, placing him upon one of the chairs so that he may
Unintentionally honoring.
so that he may think of his body and teleport to it, just to feel free one last time. They learned via Dorn's commune spell that Alakai did not survive long after the teleportation. Next, they needed to decide whether they would continue through the tunnel to see where it led, use the table to teleport directly to the queen, or use it to teleport to their two friends trapped in some sort of cell by the queen. The party spent so long debating what to do next, in fact, that what sounded like some ratlings began making their way toward the party and could be heard further down the passage in the direction they were possibly intending to head. This event, along with information Bess had gathered on their captive friends via the scry spell, finally sprung the party into action. They quickly gathered at the table, and with a very well-timed natural 20 on an Arcana check, Bess expertly teleported them directly to an identical table setup in the same room as their captive friends. And this is actually where we're going to be picking up. The room around you is quite cozy, warm tones and interesting decor fill the space. The temperature is just a tad cold, which is actually a pleasant relief after spending so much time in the humid and mildly uncomfortably warm tunnels. A skillful but ominous tone echoes throughout the area, which you'll begin hearing now. There we are. An articulate but discordant song that gives the space an eerie feeling. And Bess, you recognize the spot as where your captive friends are. So Bronze Toads, you've cast impossibly powerful spells, saved the citizens of Shinebright time and time again, visited other dimensions, interacted directly with multiple gods, defeated nearly 300 monsters and foes. So now, what are you going to do?
Oh. Hello, Dragon Head. I wave my arms at the Dragon Head.
You wave your arms, and it is definitely Alakai, or at least the shape of him, eyes glowing. This is more statue-like. It does not seem to be alive.
All right, I want to go check out the cell where my friends are in.
Okay.
But we don't. Someone knows where it is.
Oh, sheesh. I gotta
Me
turn
too.
them down. Very loud.
Yeah. I'm turning
What?
down the rhythm as well.
Are the walls made out of?
The walls appear to be made out of stone.
Like, dragonstone?
Dragonstone?
Like, what his body would have been made out of? Otherwise, he wouldn't have been here.
You can make a... I don't even know what you call. I guess a nature check. See if you can discern that. If it looks similar enough to his what you imagine his onyx body might look like.
Oh, his head right there, right?
Yeah, I mean there's a depiction of his head nearby. With an 18, kind of looking around, you kind of make the connection. It is definitely of a similar color, but probably not. Dragon scales, or so you've heard, are much more, well, scaly. This doesn't appear. This almost appears to be actually what you notice is the color is very, very, very similar to the color of the stone, the natural stone walls in the cave you were just in before you were teleported. So what are you guys doing? You've made your presence known, as Doran shouted to, well, not Alakai.
I want to make my way towards the cells where our friends are being kept.
Okay, and Bess can tell for certain that this would be over here.
I would follow closely behind,
Okay, let me just roll.
making sure that Bess is safe. Boom, boom,
What are
boom.
your passive perceptions?
High enough to kick your ass. Boom, 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 boom.
20.
15.
20?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Where do you find that?
I have maxed out intelligence, and it's my only one of my only expertises.
On the
Clara-
skill.
Yeah, if you go to skills, it's the blue number on under the pass column. So if you go to your perception,
I have a passive 19 in investigation.
Christ. Yeah,
Intelligence, baby.
you would be able to discern that it's not that fucked up. They did not use his body to make the walls in here. But with a 20, I don't think anyone's gonna beat that. So, okay. As you guys make your way, as you follow Bess kind of looks up, but once the teleportation is done, eyes this wall over here. She seems to recognize it and begins to move over. I believe the rest of you would probably follow. Alistair, you can't help but notice, though, as you guys begin to move in that direction, there's a slight shuffling sound coming from over here where I'm pinging.
I do still have that 6th level fireball already.
Mm-hmm.
I turn around to look. Can I see anything?
Yeah, you notice Alistair kind of, his attention being caught back there, and you look back, you don't see anything. And you didn't even hear anything.
Did you hear something?
Like feet shuffling almost. Like rat feet?
Well,
No,
can
much
you-
heavier.
Okay.
We can't see anything from that direction, right?
What's that?
Six will kind of.
We can't see anything coming.
If you
direction?
kind of go take a peek down there, it just appears to be... Here, I'll just go ahead. This blocky reveal tool, I'm just going to have to... Just appears to be
okay.
a hall. There's some strange contraptions, a little workshop-looking area with a nice rug and chair, but...
Well,
nothing-
we know who can turn invisible. So let's just get this over and done with.
Sure. As you guys make your way around, Bess, you do find, as you round the corner, in fact, Alistair's father and Ravina, who is seemingly unconscious behind this gated cell. Behind you, a strange, demonic in design and chest, quite large. There's all kinds of strange decor everywhere, and actually you get to see a lot more of the area here as you kind of look around. Let me just reveal some for you. Again, dealing with this blocky reveal tool. You can see
Make
what...
it less blocky.
Wish I could do that. Now you can see what appears to be almost like a kitchen area, or like a little kitchenette. And... Oh, actually,
Six is.
Alistair,
Mhm.
you said you have a passive perception of 19?
20.
A 20, all right, yeah, and a passive investigation. You would notice, actually, as you guys make your way around the corner here and find the cell, before you catch a glimpse at your father, you do notice the layout of this area is almost exactly the same as the cave you just teleported from. Except it's, there's furniture and it's put together like a home. But anyway, oh, go ahead.
Six is gonna kind of sneak this way a little bit very quietly and see if he can see what the shuffling noise is.
Okay, you're splitting up from the party? Or is
This-
anyone else
yeah.
going with him?
I'd make sure my dad is in the cell and then go with 6 as well.
I will
Okay.
keep Bess safe.
Okay.
Or Bess will keep me safe. Probably that one.
Okay. Yeah, you do check. You
If you
do.
guys can get the door.
I'll
that's
keep
all.
you alive,
Yeah.
bitch.
You do peek around the corner, Alistair, and see your father is in there. He appears to be alive, along with Ravina. So, seeing Bess and Doran on the case, you go and try to catch up with 6. Okay. 6, as you round the corner and Alistair comes around as well, could both of you make a perception check?
Yes.
19 and 14.
Oh.
You can hear the shuffling of heavy footsteps, obviously trying to be quiet, not being very good at it, making their way down the hall further.
Away from here? Away
Yes.
from us?
Yeah, further to
Alright,
the
I
left on
will-
the map.
I will try to catch up and kind of sneak around the corner, or peek around the corner without, without being seen, essentially.
Okay.
So just far enough to try to get a view at whatever's making the steps.
Okay. With that, you advance just a little further and kind of peek around the corner to get a glimpse of what's going on, and you see more strange decor, like canopic jars and what appears to be some sort of arcane circle glimmering around the corner. You wouldn't be sure what it would be for, but the footsteps seemed to head this way. You don't see anyone.
I glance back to Alistair, and I'm going to try to continue kind of close to this wall, see if I can get a look down this direction.
Okay, Alistair, are you following close behind, or are you giving him some room?
I'd give him some room.
Okay.
I'd let him know that I have a spell charged just in case it goes south.
Okay. As you guys are doing that, then, Doran and Bess, as you begin looking at this cage, you can see they are both unconscious behind it, but appear to be breathing alive. And what is before you is a strange series of runes and glowing glyphs upon the bars holding these captives, which I will show you now.
So no physical lock.
No. There is no place to open it. There is no place to put a key. They're just bars and these 4 glowing glyphs and then runes carved, etched into the bars themselves in certain places.
Can I touch one of the runes?
Which one?
The purple one?
The purple one. Certainly.
I see Bess
may.
doing that. I'm like, that's probably not a good idea, but
Do you try to stop her?
no, I vocalize that it's probably not a good idea.
Okay.
Before
Oh.
before touching Holden, do I recognize these symbols at all?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay. I would love to do that.
Would I be able to help her?
I'll allow it.
Sweet. Didn't need my help.
Didn't. No. With a 15, yeah, you don't recognize immediately some of these smaller etchings and wards on here. You kind of get the idea that, okay, there's all kinds of magic going on. There's like some sort of protective ward, something defensive. There's all sorts of in different schools of magic. There's a lot going on here, but what you can glean right away from a 15 is that the bottom left glyph, the purple one that you're kind of reaching out to touch, that rune in the center is typically used as a basis for summoning spells. So, to summon something from somewhere. It's a very basic it's kind of like punctuation almost. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Otherwise, the one on the left represents chaos. The top left, that is chaos. The one on the top right represents blood, and the one on the bottom right just represents the color green, but which often is used in place of nature or natural life. It's kind of vague, but these are all like basic components to broader ranges of spells. Do you still want to touch it?
No.
Okay.
When she pulls her hand back, I go, "Oh, that's the first time I think any of you have ever listened to me."
I listen to you all the time, Doran. Now shut up.
I wonder where our other 2 compatriots are off to. They're gonna get
Let's-
themselves killed.
Let's consider them as keeping a lookout. Let's try to figure out this puzzle. Or should we call them back and ask for their help too?
Well, I kind of look around, make sure 6 isn't like near me. I don't think 6 is gonna be any help with anything magic related in any sense. Maybe Alistair does, because I mean he has that magic book he carries with him.
Who doesn't love a good magic book?
Okay.
Blind
me.
people.
While you guys are
Yeah.
discussing this, Six and Alistair, what are you guys doing? Are you exploring further on your own?
How close do we hear the footsteps to the circle?
Best you can tell, basically Six is chasing them. They're just constantly moving like another 20 feet away from him, keeping pace with him. So, Six, you last heard them like just around the corner from where you're about to go. You're gonna keep peeking around? Okay, as you continue to peek around the corner, you see dazzling yellow lights, similar to those that were decorating the Gothic angelic statue in the other cave, surrounding what appears to be a statue, probably, of an onyx dragon.
So is that dragon missing its head?
No, the statue is not.
Damn. I want to know where the body of this dragon is. Fuck.
So what are you guys doing?
Is Jason talking?
Oh, sorry.
Whoops. Can I still connect with you via in head chat, Alistair,
Yep.
or is that not okay? I
Fucking head chat.
Yeah, it's my new app.
You still got that private Discord
I
server in your
asked
head?
asked if you
Gamers
think we
only.
should head forward.
It looks like the room is a circle, or it looks like we'll meet our friends.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Can I guesstimate how many feet I am away from the noise?
They've rounded the corner, so it'd be hard to say, but they were never more than like 40 feet from you at most.
Ah, shit. Misty Step's only 30 feet. Do you think that could be the queen?
Could be.
Would you like to try something?
That depends.
You noticed my tone of voice. I'm smiling in my head.
Oh, is this out loud?
No,
No,
this is
okay.
mentally.
Got it.
I nod my head.
I'm gonna use accelerate on him and push him forward. 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay. You're just gonna launch him forward?
Towards the shuffling noise, yeah.
Okay. You do so when he's launched forward, and you. That's what happens.
Damn.
Peek around the corner.
You peek around the corner, and you can see, in fact, it seems the queen has a thing for rugs, as there's another large one decorating the area, and your guys' intuition was correct. This does appear to be a sort of circular room. Sorry, I'm trying to reveal things with this blocky tool without revealing too much. But it does circle back around, and in fact, as you peek around the corner, you can actually see some of the decor that you recognized when you first entered the area, so you're quite certain at this point that you could go link back up with your friends.
Okay. And I don't see any doors or anything on this side here.
No?
Okay. Well, then I will head back this way.
Okay,
Lickety split.
head back around. Doran and Bess, then, while they were doing that, you were still inspecting this. What are you going to do?
It's an easily recognizable thing, right? Like,
For anybody who has practiced magic, studied it at all, pretty much.
Magic.
okay, I don't study magic.
Right, but you have kind of studied some magical things with Bess. You would, when Bess points them out, you would be able to recognize them. You don't know much more than that.
Would
But,
Bess recognize since she studies magic?
recognize what? The four basic glyphs is what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Which, again, the top left was chaos, bottom left was summon, top right was blood, and the bottom right was green. Or nature.
I used my rune of green.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. At least the center rune on each of those glowing glyphs.
And I can't recognize anything about the smaller ones.
You can make an Arcana check, if you'd like, of your own.
Can I help him out with that?
Certainly.
Ba, 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 ba.
With a 23, you start to pick out smaller details of them, of these runes, that you recognize from Bess's own spell books. And you're like, oh, I think this one had something to do with this. And together you guys kind of articulate that the runes on the outermost bars on the far left and right, all of those going down, are different runes that combined, again, magic equations like this are like a math equation where any individual piece might not make sense put together. They are basically on the left, the leftmost one wood with a certain series of words or some sort of item. It's hard to say. There is something that can unlock it, that is set on the left, and on the right there's something set to lock it. So you can tell that there's a different password or item or something that can lock it or unlock it. And you understand that if you were to quote-unquote unlock it, it would just fade away.
Okay. What can I tell? How these are etched into it?
They're literally just like it looks like somebody took a tool and just carved. The glowing glyphs, the 4 glowing glyphs they appear to be magically bound to the bars, but on the far left and right, all those little etchings are literally carved in. And at this point, I imagine Alistair and Six, were you guys wrapping back around, or were you still on the hunt?
I was wrapping back around to see if I could cut it off.
Okay.
The footsteps.
Okay, let me just... Okay. Then you guys make it back around and meet back up with your friends, and you find them kind of discussing what I just discussed.
I would like.
Can you go over all of it again? No, I'm kidding.
I would like to look like the queen.
Certainly, you are capable.
I know. And then, in her voice, because I have heard her talk for a minute, point at the left-hand side and go, "Open."
Can you roll a d4 for me?
Sure. I don't want to touch it, but I want to just say it.
Okay. Nothing happens.
No semblance of anything?
Nothing seemed to react to you looking like the queen, or speaking like the queen, or saying open.
Can anyone else think of any other words for open?
It could be a password.
I'm just assuming it's not.
What do the lettering around the edges mean? Read magics.
Which ones?
On the far left and the far right bars.
Left one open, right one closed. Lock and unlock.
I will say, actually, I will add, because you got a 23, which is quite good. You would also be able to surmise, since these runes allow for a password, passphrase, or item, somebody probably wouldn't go to the trouble of having all 3 of those, unless all 3 were options, or perhaps 2 were decoys, or some combination. Because combining magics like that is tedious.
Wait.
Doran, why
Told
don't
to
you try
open.
saying the name Nora to get it to open? See if that's a password.
Say Nora.
Nothing.
Damn.
You told it to open. Do you have to tell it to unlock first?
Unlock.
Roll another d4. A 1. Okay. It is at this point, then, that you all hear, very quietly, just a little, like almost like a little laugh, coming from this direction. Oh, wait, you can't see that. Sorry. Coming from this direction where I'm pinging.
Can I tell exactly where it is?
Not precisely. It's particularly difficult as this music is just like what's playing on rhythm is what you guys are hearing in here, and so directionally hard to say. You know, is in this area, but then you hear that, and then you can all hear some and then it sounds like somebody moving away.
Do I recognize the laugh?
No, it was quite brief.
I go,
Well, let me.
Alistair,
no.
over there. Let it rip.
He pulls out his Beyblade. Let it rip.
He's got a level 6 fireball just sitting there.
How much do you like your rugs? Do I get an answer?
No.
Okay.
I'd wait then, because we don't know where this person being is.
Can I cast a spell while I have another one prepared?
What's that?
Can I cast a spell while I have another one prepared?
I mean, prepared? You mean like readied?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But what? What? So what do you want to cast? What are you trying to hold?
I want to cast Phantom Watchdog.
Okay, and what's the point of holding another spell?
So that when the Watchdog sees the person, I can fireball them.
Okay, I mean you could just cast Phantom Watchdog and
Yeah,
then
I
ready
think
a
I'm
spell.
gonna do that. I'm gonna put Fireball away for now. Cast Phantom Watchdog. Let me cast her real quick.
Okay.
Faithful Hound.
Faithful Hound. Okay.
Phantom Watchdog sounds way cooler.
It does, and I think we should just call it that from now on.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put down a hound, sort of.
And I would send it towards where I hear the shuffling.
Here, let me. I'm
think
going
it's a
to give
beaver.
you. It's something. I'm going to give Alistair control of that hound.
Beaver.
So, it's invisible. The hound starts barking loudly. Okay.
It's either a cat or a corgi. I've zoomed in now.
Actually, within range, was the shuffling within 30 feet
From where the hound is.
from where we are? From where we heard it?
It was, but then it seemed to be moving away.
Okay, well, I would summon the dog where we heard it.
Okay. Let me just.
So it'll be in 30 feet, or it'll be...
What's 30 feet of this? Okay. Yeah, the hound would begin barking, then pointed in this direction. And you would hear footsteps quickly start to move away as best they can.
Dog.
I'd point at Six and just go, other way. Just arms out.
Close
Sprint.
line of pitch.
I will in fact move up toward this direction and see if I can listen for footsteps coming around.
Okay. Going around that direction, actually, as Alistair's watching the other direction with his faithful hound, faithful hound, you can actually hear, from your position, very quietly, the music almost drowns it out, but you can hear what sounds like two people whispering over, down the hallway from where you are, over in this direction. It sounds like they're kind of whisper arguing. You can't tell what they're saying.
I try to connect to Alistair and say, "There's two of them."
Oh? Can I choose who the dog's targets?
I take the decanter of endless water out of my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Flood the fucking game.
Yes.
I hold it casually.
Okay.
Hello.
The whispering stops.
I'm gonna walk over.
Okay, to where Six is.
Yep. Where do you see it? Where do you hear it?
I motion right about there.
Right about over here in this 20-foot
Yeah.
in this 20-foot cube.
There's two of them, I say. I don't know who they are.
Well, I can cast the AoE spell over there and see if it gets their attention.
It might not be the queen.
Doesn't have to do damage.
Oh,
Bess is going to cast upon herself True Seeing and walk over there to see who is watching us.
Okay, walk over where?
Where, sorry,
Where
I'm
I'm
keeping track of my
gesturing.
spell slots here real quick. I'm gonna walk up to my friends over here.
Okay. Two things. When you cast True Seeing, immediately, you can see that pretty much everything here is an illusion. Much of the decor and strange items, like the little workshop you can see ahead of you, a lot of that seems to be real. But the warm tones of the floor and the nice smooth walls, the structure itself is all illusion. And what you are looking at, in fact, is the cave you were just in.
Oh, weird. Hey, if I cast it when I was back here by the cage, did I notice anything weird about the cage before walking up to here?
Oh, that's a good. Let me look at True Seeing here. That's a good question. Is True Seeing?
True Seeing.
Let me see. See things as they actually are. Indoors. Ethereal plane. Okay, so okay. About the cell in particular, no. The magic, all those glyphs, everything that is all actually there.
Okay.
But you could, if you had True Seeing, you would see like a magical aura over both Alistair's father and Ravina.
That is not Pog.
It's not Pog. It is
That's
enchantment, and like an aura of enchantment magic wrapping around them like blankets.
That's so nice. I'm gonna walk up and join my friends and see if I can see anybody. See if I can find the source of the giggling.
From there, you see Nora, invisibly standing here, watching the three of you, watching her.
Does she have a weapon?
Right here. Yeah, she is clad in plate armor and a shield and a great sword, a crossbow on her back.
Wow, that is one great sword.
And I just see her?
Correct. And she is watching you guys.
Can I scan around the rest of the room and see, like, look around, see if there's anybody
From your current
else?
position, you do not see anyone else.
I am going to pretend to walk back to the cage, but pass by it. And can I get to over here to investigate back here?
Sure. Make a deception check to make it seem like you did not notice her.
There's a small corgi at your feet.
Oh yeah, I can see the dog, right?
Oh yeah, you're the only one that can see the dog. Okay, a 13.
He's
Okay.
large and in charge.
As far as you're aware, she didn't seem to detect you detecting her. You make your way over to the very large corgi, and now you can see peeking around next to the dragon statue, holding on to like the side of like the right wing of the dragon statue is Rowan standing here.
But I don't see the queen.
No.
Okay. And we still have that mental link open, correct?
Yes. Always.
Always. That's nice. I'm gonna say the queen. There are the queen's henchmen here, watching us, and I would tell them their exact positions, what weapons they have, and what armor they have. Relay that to the whole group.
Yep. And so you know Rowan then is also in plate armor. He does not have a shield, but he is wielding two large maces.
Do we want to go in? Blood for the blood god.
I think it would be funny, Doran, if you turn right in front of her face. I think that would freak her out. Then we could ambush her.
Well, I mean, I can cast the slow spell from 120 feet away. It's a 40-foot cube. I think I can get both of them.
Don't you think that one of them might know the password?
That's why who said kill him?
I didn't say kill him.
Ah.
I don't think anybody said kill him.
Sorry, I guess I just assumed. We've been on a roll lately.
That's like for blood. Oh wait, no, sorry. Hold on. Back up.
Okay.
I could Gios them, one of them, into saying it.
Well, I cast slow. They move really slow. If they fail, we beat the shit out of them. 6 go tortures them to get the answers.
And then we can throw them in the cage.
I don't know. Can you cast slow on targets you can't see?
It's an AoE spell, so yeah.
And this is all in your guys' head.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you've been just kind of standing around silently to any passing observer for the last couple minutes.
I would be talking to 6 absent-mindedly. This music is odd.
Okay.
Why is there music
That's-
everywhere? Using minor illusion, I make my own music, which just sounds like an infant banging on pots.
Oh,
It's like
God.
much better.
Interrupting. You would actually notice, because of where you and 6 are standing, the music does seem to be its loudest at these double doors here.
Oh, those are doors.
I did not know those were doors.
I forgot
boy.
as well. Yeah.
Okay, double doors here. Let me make this a little more clear. Double doors here where I'm pinging. There's a single door here where I am pinging. And another door here where I'm pinging.
And this is all. These are hallway type spots down here.
I mean, you guys would have explored enough. You would have seen the familiar checkers game.
Yes. I ask Doran, do you hear music?
Is this after he's...
I squint and look at you.
Everybody roll a d6. Everybody roll a d6.
Fucking maniac! I hate this music. It's weird. Banging of pots. Do you hear music?
I didn't get an answer.
I'm gonna
Right.
try to keep my eyes on... Well, I can see Rowan, right?
You can see Rowan. Actually, yeah. If you were just kind of peek a little further over here, you could see both of them.
Doran.
Oh, I'd like to do that then. Where do I need to go?
I just moved you.
Oh,
you can
thank
see
you.
you can see Rowan here. He seems to be watching you, and Nora here seems to be watching your friends around the corner.
I'm gonna try to discreetly keep my eye on them. I'm not gonna be directly like, oh my god, I see you, but like,
Oh my god!
Doran,
Yes.
do you hear music?
Yeah.
That's also how I take it in. Can you imagine if we smelled it?
I hate you. Do you know who I thought? And I kind of raised my voice a little bit. You know who I thought was really unattractive? That Queen's
No.
Guard, Nora. And I'd like to make my face look like hers, but with like really buck teeth and like my nose just pointing straight up. Just
Best you can see from your position. You can see Doran, and you can't quite. I mean, you can kind of peek around. You can kind of see him. You can hear him. You look over at Nora, and you can see her just looking like hurt. Like her. It's just
I'm
like
gonna
mouth open a little, like.
laugh. I'm gonna laugh hysterically. Doran, that is your best impersonation yet.
And Nora's jaw drops. She just looks
thing is-
pissed now.
But the thing is, Beth can't see the impersonation because
Yep.
of true seeing.
Oh,
Yup.
that's right.
So she has no fucking clue what I'm doing.
Alistair is gonna make his way up as well, and he's gonna walk up, and he's gonna stand right here and go, "Do you guys hear the music?"
I'm gonna look at him to look like Nora. And like I've heard her talk for a minute, haven't I?
Nora, no.
Then in just a heavy southern drawl. What you talking about?
As he turns, you see Alistair visibly recoil and go, "Jesus fuck!" And then mentally, I'd like to say I could nuke the area they're in.
Are we being lethal?
Can I aim spells for non-lethal? I thought there was a discussion about that.
I believe we decided on only melee.
Okay.
Yeah, spells, things that are meant to like burn people or acid damage. No, I don't think so. I would say it depends on the spell. I don't know what Holden said in the past, but I feel like if you wanted to firebolt somebody in the leg for non-lethal, that's one thing. But if you want
If I were
to,
to fireball as an evocation wizard, so that I can mold it around my allies, could I aim for non-lethal with that?
I would have said fireball. No, you cannot non-lethal. Specifically, Alistair with that ability, I could say sure.
Interesting.
Are we doing this? Because I can slow them, and if they fail it, their ability to escape your fire is a lot lower.
Let's do it. I feel like we're getting suspicious just standing around doing nothing. Bess is gonna
As
say
do
while
I.
still collapsing, laughing, hamming
Alright.
it up.
I have 120-foot range. Knowing where Bess has indicated they are, can I hit them with a 40-foot cube?
That is a big cube.
I mean, you can't say exactly where that. Bess has told you they're both in that area, so if you wanted to try to place something over here, you could
I
certainly
want
help.
to cover the entire area of my 40-foot cube.
You could place it there, yeah.
Yeah, and I just cast slow.
Okay.
And I'd go, after that! Turning back to
let's
Doran
see.
before I throw things.
Turning back to Doran.
Snap back to Doran. Oh, there goes Doran.
Snoring. Oh, I'm snoring. There we go. That's the best we got.
That's so boring. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of
and-
milk, Clara.
Is a wisdom save?
It is.
They both succeed.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
I still tell him the fireball. Like, that was the plan.
Yeah, I'll still fireball.
You're still gonna fireball? Okay. You watch, Doran. You sling this magic over, and there's a like a bass drop in a wave that echoes throughout that area. And Bess, you can see them both, like both Nora and Rowan, like stand ready and they grit their teeth, and they seem to push through the effects of it as a fireball is hurled in their direction.
Level 6, was it?
I'm only gonna cast this on a level 5.
Alright. I just don't want everyone dying.
Okay. Then I guess so you're gonna cast that. We'll get to that in just a moment. Why don't you all
Yeah, I'm
roll
casting it
initiative?
Right here. I cast it right here. And then 20-foot sphere encompasses.
Okay. As you cast the fireball and hurl it in that direction, we'll get to that in just a moment here as you're all rolling initiative. As soon as the fireball is loosed from your hands, the music suddenly stops. And what picks up is a different tune. Something a little more intense.
Scream!
Something a little more ominous.
Like, do you remember 2 hours of babies crying?
I pulled that video up way more often than I probably should as an adult man with no kids.
You want to show your kids babies crying?
Yeah. Well, when your kid cries, you cry louder to assert dominance.
Oh.
Okay. What are your bonuses?
I read it in my book called Cast, The Origins of Our Discontents by Isabel Wilkerson. It has nothing to do with babies. It's all about
I'm just checking
racism in the
here.
United States.
Oh, I
And
read
so
another
that's
book
where
by
cast
the
a
same
spell.
author. She's a really good writer.
Yeah. This book is fucking crazy.
I read The Warmth of Other Suns.
3,
It's about segregation and all that fun stuff.
Okay,
He
and
needs to learn to title his books about like things they're about. That should be in the astronomy section.
okay.
Shut up.
Between Doran and Bess, who would like to go first?
Doran, you can go first.
Sure. So is this taking place before the fireball hits the wall?
No, we're starting with the fireball.
Okay.
So if you want to roll that.
I have a feeling it's not gonna hit the wall.
Well, I mean, you're just engulfing that whole area over there, basically where Doran put his slow, aren't you?
Yeah.
Some very intense music for you to be just typing, rolling.
Tense fiddle music.
Intense fiddle. should have just searched that when I was looking for music.
Intense fiddle.
Are you
You
rolling
might
that, or
need
are
some-
we just not seeing it, or
Huh?
the fireball?
Oh, it didn't send?
No.
Oh, sheesh.
You
It
just thought
shows
we
on
were
my
all like
screen.
waiting around awkwardly.
Yeah, I was like, next.
There we go. Okay. So there's a DC
But that's
17
an
there.
extra 2d6.
Okay, roll it. They will both roll dex. Jeez. Okay. Well, they both succeed with a natural 19 and a natural 20.
Fuck.
So they will take half of 28, which is 14. You can kind of watch as, or Bess, you watch as they both dive out of the way of the fireball, which engulfs the area. But they're both still invisible because they have not attacked or cast any spells.
So even getting hit doesn't break invisibility?
Not according to the rules.
Oh.
So that was 14 damage. Let me just okay. With that, shit is kicking off. So
Oh, my dog should have been following them this whole time.
was it? Can you just tell it to follow them?
Yeah, I thought this. Hold on.
It remains in that space for the duration.
Oh. Alright. No problem.
Good, you didn't just nuke your fucking dog.
He doesn't take damage.
Yeah. He kind of don't exist a little bit. Okay. With that, Bess, you watch as they both dive out of the way of the fireball, both getting licked by the flames a little bit in the legs, and you can see them both kind of patting down their clothes and armor a little bit, getting some of the flames off. And it looks like they are moving into action. You can see it looks like both of them, Bess, you can see are looking to round the corner and to charge into your friends. Before that happens, Doran, you do not know that. What are you doing?
Same area. Acid bomb.
Acid bomb. Okay. They'll roll a couple more dex saves.
Just same fucking area. No hesitation. Just
Okay. Bess, you watch something peculiar happen as they both as this this acid bomb hurls toward them. It looks like they're both going to get hit directly by it, not expecting it. They both just blink for a moment and move just out of the way enough to only suffer half the damage. So that is 24 acid, so they're both going to take 12.
are they considered succeeding so they don't take the additional half?
Correct.
Okay. Can I
Where-
see and hear the sizzling of smoke from them burning and acid?
Kind of, but it's hard to discern precisely where they are because there's a lot of smoke and burning and acid from
Cool.
the fire and from that area.
I am fucking off. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Fucking off that way.
All right, Bess, what are you doing?
Where are they?
Right now, they have not actually moved yet. One is here. One is here. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry. One is here. One is here.
How far away is Rowan from me? I don't know how to
Rowan
measure.
is 70 feet.
Can I move and cast a spell?
Yeah.
I'm going to. Are these rugs?
Yeah, they are all you're just not noticing they're very particularly finely made decorative rugs. You'd expect these to be in like a royal palace or something, and you're like, oh neat, as you go
But-
to do whatever you're gonna do.
But I'm still true seeing. Are they really there?
Those are really there.
Are they magical? Can I tell that from looking or?
They just seem like very nice rugs.
Cool. I am going to go up to here. No, I'm going to go up to here if I can.
Mhm.
And then I'd like to cast Command on Rowan here.
Okay.
And I believe that is a wisdom saving throw. Let me just double check
Sure.
here.
I'm good at those.
Let me
Same
just
stuff for me.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, what's your spell save DC?
Let me see. Sorry, I'm not prepared as I thought I was. Where do I?
I believe your spell save DC is
Is it 18? I think it's 18.
it would probably be about 18. I think for you it would be 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom. Is wisdom your main stat?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be 13 plus proficiency. Yeah, it'd be 18. Well, he
Okay,
rolled a
thank you.
total of 19.
Oh, fucker.
These dice are a little hot right now. So, the spell does fail.
Okay. I'm gonna stay where I am and mentally relay to everybody where they are.
Okay, you mentally relay that Rowan is currently standing directly on the right side of the dragon statue, and Nora is over by that strange, glowing, circular rune, looking like she's going to head their way. As you do so, as you're describing this, you see Rowan turn around, feeling that magic upon him, and he charges at you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, he's not going to be able to... Okay, so what he's going to have to do, he's going to use his charge. As he makes an attack, he will no longer be invisible. He runs up to you at full speed and body slams directly into you. His roll for attack is going to be... that's a plus... What's his modifier? It's going to be a 17 to hit.
I believe with my shield, my AC is 18.
Ooh, all right. So he charges towards you, and at the last second, thinking he's invisible, and that you can't see him, he confidently charges in with both his maces and goes to body slam into you to try to throw you to the ground. But at the last second, you reveal that you can see him. You lift your shield up and just deftly push yourself out of the way, and he charges past you slightly. So we'll put him there, and he looks back at you angrily, realizing that he's kind of been had.
Can I smile and wave at him?
You can, and that is the end of his turn, because he had to
Yay.
dash. So, actually, that was his action. So, he's going to use a bonus action. And you
Come
watch...
and get me, bitch.
You watch as he's still kind of sizzling from some of the effects he just suffered. You wave and smile, you come and get me, bitch. He angrily throws both maces toward the ground, like he's still holding on to them, but he just like pushes them down, and you watch as a wave of energy emanates from him, and some of the wounds on his legs begin to heal.
Oh, is that casting a spell?
He's a fighter.
Technically, no.
Okay.
I believe that's the fighter ability.
The spider ability? He
Yeah,
can climb
he
walls?
has 8 legs.
Oh, no. Take it back.
So now you have a healing
Nah.
angry man upon you. 6. You are unaware of that, but you are aware that a Nora seems to be getting ready to charge down the hallway at you. What will you do?
6 takes 2 potions from his backpack and drinks at least one of them. Well, he'll drink one now and one next turn.
I've always said that a potion is a bonus action. I would allow it if you
Okay.
wanted to just stand there and down both. If you want to use your bonus action and action, sure.
Let's do it. All right,
I
here we go. Are you ready?
I'm
These are
not.
Potions 15 and 92.
Oh,
Oh.
no. Oh. Okay.
Here
Oh.
comes 6 bursting into flames.
Jason,
I have
if
not.
You fucking kill yourself now.
The fire force. Ba-da, 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 ba-da.
Let's see what happens here.
Give me again. One moment.
Okay.
Give me those numbers again.
Oh,
15
15
first?
as in 1, 5, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then 92.
Okay.
9, 2.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, wow. Okay. I gotta pull something up quick. The first one, the 15, you take a drink, and it tastes like very cool, crisp, refreshing water. Hold on, I need to do something. And as you drink it, the rest of you watch as it almost seems as though water begins to spill out from all of the pores in his body. As, he summons a water elemental. Shaped like him.
Jordan goes, what?
Here's the kicker. You're not in control of it.
Okay.
So let me just add it to the end of the order here.
Oh, you fucking monkey.
Okay. More things to keep track of. So that what's your dex? Okay. Oh my. Okay.
Oh, Jason.
Well,
you
no, I
fucked
didn't need to roll. I'm just gonna add it to the end of the order. So we'll just put it down there. Give it a 3. Why not? And the second one, I'm sorry, once more was a 92.
Correct.
Okay, so as the water seeps from you, and this water elemental in the shape of 6 appears and kind of looks around, kind of. It doesn't have facial features, but it's
like,
in the shape
"What
of
am I-"
you. Its body language says it's confused and maybe a little annoyed. This one.
I'm in water at the shape of
92. Well, this is funny for 6. You drink it. It's got little flecks in it. It's kind of gross, but like whatever. Normally it would cure any disease you have, but 6 can't get diseases, so you just kind of drink it and you're like, oh, that's kind of gross. And you're like waiting for something else crazy to happen. No. It's just nothing. So
All right.
Summons a fire elemental. The elementals start fighting. It's like, what the fuck?
So now that you've used your turn to summon a water elemental, you have movement left.
No, because I had to fish them both out of my bag, so I'm gonna. I think that's probably as much
You're
as I
just
have.
standing there with a water elemental 6 in front of you, kind of looking around. What the fuck? Alistair, you watch all this go down. What are you doing?
6. Nice. Now I still can't see them. I still can't see her, right?
You can't see her, and you are now hearing some commotion on the other end of this area, like where you think Bess was. But you can't see Nora. And also, while you're thinking of what to do, Jason, would you please roll for me 12d10 plus 48? And Alistair, what are you doing?
Fuck.
Wait, is that plus 4 die 8 or plus 48?
48, the number 48.
Okay. 12 die 10.
Yep, 12 die 10 plus 48.
Come on, hit points.
All right.
I think I'm gonna try to help Bess.
Okay. Thinking Bess might be in trouble, sure.
Hearing the commotion, yeah. I'm gonna go back Bess up, I should say.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'm gonna dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep, you round the corner. You land next to your faithful hound that is currently barking. Actually, that's what would have alerted you. The faithful hound now barking. That's why 6 wasn't alerted. And you round the corner and see this angry Rowan with 2 maces. You can still see the rippling effect of whatever he just did to heal himself emanating from him. And he's looking like he's gearing up to rip Bess apart.
All right, well that's my action and bonus action. So.
Okay.
Wait, is dash bonus action?
Dash is an action. Dash is an action. So you have a bonus action.
Oh.
Boys.
I don't think any of my spells are bonus actions, so I think we're good.
All
Well,
right.
they are, but none that would help in this scenario.
Yeah.
So.
Bess just behind Rowan's hulking form. You can see Alistair around the corner, and so you know you have help on the way. One moment here.
Rowan!
Okay. With that, it's the water elemental's turn.
6, you
6.
fucking asshole.
Why don't you roll a D2 for me? No, D3.
All right. Here we go. Fingers crossed, and boom.
3. Okay.
Oh.
The water elemental looks back at you, and it kind of hovers there for a moment. The water of its body swishing about. You don't know if it's your sweats, blood. You don't know. It was really weird. And it begins moving toward Doran. 5, 10.
You hear I fucking hate you.
What's the speed? 30. Yep. All right. Can get right up to him, and it's going to attempt to slam him. So Doran, a ball of 6 shaped water comes over and tries to body slam into you for a total of 19 to hit.
I can't stop that.
Okay. This is great. You're going to take only 10 bludgeoning damage as the water slams into you and reforms into 6.
This fight was probably even before you got involved.
Doran, it's your turn.
I have to fucking deal with this. That's what I gotta do now. But I have to take an opportunity attack to fucking do it because I can't hurt it this close. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15 feet away from the fucker, and I'll let him swing at me because there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Okay. Yep, it certainly will for a total of 14 to hit.
I'll fucking take it.
You're gonna take it?
I'm not gonna waste spell slots on this fucker when it's not my enemy.
That one's only 6 bludgeoning damage. As it morphs again, there's this like boom, boom sound as its body is shaping into different ways to slam into you.
Can I don't have vision of this guy, do I? No.
Not quite. You don't have vision of him, but you saw Alistair run over there, and you hear the dog barking, I think.
How about from here?
Yes, you can see what's going on over there.
Cool. This water elemental is slowly gonna kick my ass! As I will, for 1 sorcery point, bonus action up my firebolt. Oh, fuck, on that one. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oof.
Okay. So as you go to loose this firebolt, expertly aimed at Rowan, some of the water on your hand kind of like makes the firebolt sizzle and causes it to shoot off to the right and slam into the wall next to you. At no fault of your own.
He's wearing metal, right?
Rowan, you think he's wearing plate armor.
Cool. I'm gonna cast heat metal at level 3 on his fucking chest plate.
Okay.
So, higher levels, it's going to do an additional D8 of damage to start. It says he can make a Constitution saving throw if he can drop it. Or must succeed or drop the item.
Okay, so the creature must succeed on a saving throw or drop it. Okay, but he can't drop it because it is strapped onto him.
Yep.
So he's just going to take 9 fire damage.
Plus that 5 because I'm
Plus
casting
14.
at level 3.
Got it. So Bess, you watch as his plate begins to glow white hot, and it starts to burn and sizzle on his chest, and he grits his teeth and gears up to swing at you. As he's doing that,
His nipples.
Bess, what are you doing?
I heard there's a water elemental, right?
I screamed, I can't fucking put up with this water.
You heard somehow there's a water elemental now? Yeah.
That's kind of up my alley. Can I? Let me see. Hang on here. Hang on.
I don't
So
like
water
what I'm.
elemental. Bess is like, yes!
I don't like what I'm thinking.
She's
Because
gonna
I imagine you're thinking it. Can you? Hold on.
I don't know.
Okay, so control water has a range of 300 feet.
Okay, you don't have a visual on it right now.
Can I move to get a visual, or am I going to take a hit to do that?
Well, let's see. If you were here, if you stayed in his area, yep, you could move to right here on top of this rug, and you could see it and not take an opportunity attack.
I'm
don't think this is gonna go well.
do that
Okay.
and try to take control of the elemental.
What are you trying to do?
I want to bring it to me and throw it at Rowan.
Okay, so you're casting Control Water. What level spell is that?
4th.
A 4th level. Shit. Okay. Yeah, you do that then. I'll allow you to use its movement speed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I assume you want to make it dash to get to you.
Yeah.
5, 10. There you go. So you watch as this watery form of 6 just gets pulled over to Bess as she's like water bending it over.
I'm going to point at Rowan and say, "You're going to regret that."
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to leave it at.
Okay.
Pretending I'm not scared.
Okay. As he is sizzling there, does heat metal, does he take more damage on your turn or his?
On my turn, I can just fucking cause that 14 damage again.
Okay. Then as you pull that water elemental over, he looks over at it,
Watermelon elemental.
Watermelon elemental. With the
My
it's got
favorite
green
X-Men.
chunks in it. The watermelon elemental. He looks over at it,
Don't swallow
takes a
its
deep
seed.
breath to try to calm
Seed.
himself down, and then starts wailing on you with his maces. The first strike is going to be a dirty 20.
Yeah.
The second strike is going to be a 12. That's not going to hit you. The third is going to be a 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 hits from his large maces he's wielding in both hands. So that's going to be... Ooh, 18,
Hey, Macarena.
21. And then you're taking additional because he's... So you're taking a total of, from these 2 hits, the first one, he slams, he brings across, and there's a crack in your shoulder, and you bounce back a little bit, and are able to maneuver away from the second one, the follow-up one, but as you dodge away from that, he takes that vulnerability to smack you right in the face with the third, so you're going to take a total of 32 bludgeoning damage.
My control water is a concentration spell. Does this getting hit
You will need to make a concentration check.
a concentration check? Okay.
Or, Blake, does she need to make 2, because it was 2 separate damage-taking instances?
Going to be twice.
Twice, okay. Yeah, so make
2
2 Constitution saving throws.
2 Constitution saving throws?
Yes. Okay, so the first one, I need to keep track of the damage here. It's half the damage or 10, I believe, right?
Whatever's greater.
Yeah, so you're good on the first one. You're good on both. Okay. It is tough. The first time you get hit, you weren't ready for how much that was going to hurt. And the water elemental starts to, like, pull free of your grasp. But then realizing that's probably your best weapon right now, you steady yourself and you pull it back into your control. So you've managed to hold the spell. 6. You can hear this fighting going on, and you can hear footsteps racing towards you from down this hallway.
Looking back and forth really quickly, I drink my last potion. It's number 73.
Oh, good God. Okay. If you were anything other than a high-level monk, you would be suffering some consequences for this. But, Oh! Okay, roll,
Nothing good's gonna happen. This is why we all lose the final fight, by the way.
roll a d6, please. +1.
Why did you say it like that?
Jason.
Huh?
Jason.
I was never gonna have another opportunity to
5.
use these.
Okay. We need to keep a tracker here. Text. I'm just gonna place it right in front of the cage here. 5. Please remind me, if you guys can, to lower that tracker at each of 6's turns. This is bad. You look into it, and it's got this, like, pearlescent color and to it. And you're like, oh, okay, one more. Here we go. You down it. Blink a couple times. Where are you? Who are you? What's going on? What happened this
fuck.
morning? You were, like, gonna go somewhere with your friends? Those are your friends over there, you think? You don't know what's going on. For the next 5 turns, you don't remember anything from the last, like, 24 hours. And so you're, like, really confused. You still know who your friends are. And you kind of are trying to quickly gather, like, wait, where am I? How did I get here? What's happening? You're just hella fucking confused.
Okay.
And you no longer remember that Nora is running toward you.
Can you still hear the footsteps?
Doran, what?
There
How
are
did we get
footsteps
here?
coming towards you, but you have no idea if they're good, bad. Wait, what could that? Or is one of my friends invisible?
Where's the feet?
Where are the
does,
feet? Yeah.
does he say my name? Can I respond?
Yes.
I do say your name.
Enemy running towards you! Doran's just like.
Would
fucking
Doran say
panicked.
that not knowing?
Does he look confused?
He looks hella confused.
I would
Then yes,
say,
okay.
fuck! Enemy coming!
Yeah, that's all he gets off as the footsteps are racing towards you, and you look over in the direction that they're coming from.
The only reason I can say Doran would do that is he's never seen 6 stop in the middle of any combat.
Yeah, and he
Well, this
stops
is
and he's looking ridiculously confused.
Extremely concerning to Doran, and he just screams.
Well, 1 out of 3, 6. 1 out of 3.
Shoot.
Ah.
It was good advice not to do that, Doran. Thank you.
But yeah, I will allow you, Jason, to take that, not remembering anything from the last 24 hours or so, however you'd like.
All right, no problem. I guess I sort of set myself for some sort of attack. Thorn sword said enemies coming, so I'm just gonna punch.
You can ready a dodge action.
Okay, I do that.
Our patient defense for key points.
Do you have patient? Yeah, you should have patient defense. Up to you. I don't think you've ever used patient defense.
No, because Six is never calmly waiting.
He's never
for
on
an
the
attack.
defense. Yeah.
I think I'm okay on key points at the moment.
It's up to you.
I'll do it. I'll do that.
Okay, as you're remembering, wait, I'm 6. Those are my friends. Where the fuck are we? Oh, wait, enemy? Huh! And you get ready to dodge because you don't know what's going on. Alistair, what are you doing?
I look forward and I go, Rowan! And then I will... Oh, hold on.
He's got a fat
For some
butt.
reason, if I leave my computer for too long without moving, like, unreasonably short amount of time, my screensavers will kick in. So I need to eventually figure out what the fuck is going on. I am going to cast Suggestion.
Okay.
Which it should have my DC on it, but of course it's not.
What was it, 18?
I believe his is 17.
17?
I think mine's 17.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 17.
What saving throw is
Wisdom.
Thanks, Jason.
Okay. So it's a one-word suggestion, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
It's a phrase.
A
Oh, it's a
sentence
phrase.
or two.
Command
This
is one
isn't
word, yes.
command.
What do you say?
Put your weapons away and stand down.
Okay.
And then I'd follow it up outside of the spell going, we don't really want to fight you guys, we kind of just want to figure shit out.
Roll? Just roll a d20 for me, flat.
Well, I only have the round ones.
Actually, no, not flat. Make it a charisma check.
Okay, I still only have the round dice.
Okay.
I don't have any flat d20s.
Fair enough. Well, actually, they are flat. They're round. Well, whatever.
Charisma check.
Please.
Huh.
14. What's his passive? Okay. You watch as the spell starts to take hold, but then with a doof of energy that emanates from his head, it breaks, but he stops anyway. And he holds there for a moment. He doesn't put his weapons away, but he's gone from the offensive on Bess to just being at the ready. He's staring at you through the water elemental. And he's not backing down, but he's no longer actively hostile, it seems, based on what you said. Though he did seem to somehow fail and then succeed against your magic. Unbeknownst to this, Nora over here, no longer invisible, charges into 6, and she's going to have disadvantage on the first swing as you are readying a dodge. With a disadvantage, that is going to be like a 12. So, her first swing with her sword comes down, and you're already ready. You dive to the side. As you do so, she swings again for a total of 24.
Ooh, that's a hit.
That one's going to hit, and then a third time for a 21.
That's a hit.
Also a hit. Okay. So you're going to take 7, 16, 26. And then... Okay, 35 slashing damage between the two strikes.
Shit. 35?
Yes.
Did you say 35?
3-5, yep.
35.
So...
Ow!
You scream out. Why? Wait, aren't you...
I've been thwacked.
Wait, I remember you from more than 24 hours ago.
And didn't we talk about coming here more than 24 hours ago?
Mm-hmm. Like, it's
Yeah.
probably all be coming back to him slowly, but he just forgot everything from the last 24 hours, so he's probably very confused for a moment.
Someone hit me with a spell. I don't remember what happened.
You're
I
probably
shake
assuming
my
that. Yeah,
head.
you don't remember taking the potion. It's the
I
water
fucking
elemental's turn, but
hate
I'm gonna say, I mean, I'll let it try. No, not with a nat 1. Doran, your turn.
Bonus action, 14 damage.
You're gonna continue damaging him?
Yep, don't care.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Doran doesn't see him very well. I would assume Doran can't see that he's like relaxed. He doesn't.
But
really
the
get-
elemental is 6-sized, right?
Yeah.
Best elemental I can barely see. I'd have to see through the elemental. I'd assume Doran doesn't really fully understand that he's relaxed.
I'll let you make that call. So, yeah, so Bess and Alistair, you watch as Rowan starts to kind of like, not relax, but get into a more defensive position, like he might hear you out. And then from it's just, and he gets angry again and looks like he's about to come back.
God damn it!
Why is Rick the hit?
Anything else, Doran?
I would step over here and looking over. 'Cause that's just my bonus action. Let's see, what do I want to? It's concentration, so I can't hit anyone else with anything concentration. So fuck it, I'll hit him with the tried and true Chaos Bolt.
Sure. You can
Which
try to
is-
kind of squeeze that around the water elemental, or hit it. Who
Oh
cares?
no, I'm aiming at her.
Oh, at Nora. Okay, now you can see
Yep, I
Nora.
would
Yep.
move 10 feet and I'd go, ha!
Sure.
Sorry, I have to pull it up every single time I use it just because of the fucking numbers involved.
Yeah,
with
you're
this
good.
Shit show of a spell. It's going to be a 26 to hit. 4 and 4 is force damage.
Force damage?
Well, it's force damage.
And how much?
11 force damage, and it bounces off. And I have to hit something else with it because
Oh.
I rolled the same number twice. I'm gonna hit the doors.
Okay.
Actually,
Good call.
yeah, I'm gonna hit the doors. So, do you want me to roll it again? Secondary roll.
Wait, so just to be clear here, the first one hits her and has to bounce off and hit something. The second one does the same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
If you read make a change interact with new damage, which could cause the chaotic energy to leap again. So if I happen to roll the 2 numbers again, I can bounce it again, but I cannot hit her again or the door.
Okay, so
Those
she's
are
still
checked
taking
off.
2 strikes for how much damage?
She takes 11.
11.
Force damage, and this one hits the door, and it's a double 6 for poison damage.
So this one hits this door, completely obliterating it, and 6, you can kind of, I'll show you, you'll have a little bit of a view of the inside now. This is not ideal, but I'll just kind of do this. You can see an ornate rug.
A rug. We have to know who's in there.
There's like a putting green in there.
I would like to bounce the
Giant
energy off of the wall into the cage, back end of the cage.
Okay. It slams into the stone wall, poof, and you hear a bit
And
of
it
crumbling.
does 3 and 5. I'm gonna pick 5 for lightning damage, 12 damage to the cage.
Okay.
Because I fucking bounced it.
Good God. Okay. So that creates a nice series of cracks. And it doesn't quite destroy it, but there's a and you can hear the crumbling of some of the stone wall.
Here, Doran go. Yes, I've always wanted it to do that. I just hold on with my twin spell ability. If luck goes my way, I can just keep this fucking spell.
No wonder you like it so
real
much.
quick.
Yes.
Sorry, DM. On my last turn, the 5 did not turn into a 4. I'm just noticing this
Oh,
now.
yep. Thank you for the reminder.
And
Thank
I
you.
move here, back into the position where I can see both of them.
Okay.
So Doran's kind of bouncing back
Watching
and
both
forth,
fights,
just
trying to
causing
gauge
fucking
where he needs
mayhem.
to be. Yeah. Okay. Bess, what are you doing? It looks like you saw Rowan start to like and then and then he's looking like he's gearing to swing at you again.
I don't want to get hit. I am going to move back, but then I'd also like to control the water elemental. I want to just throw him at Rowan. I just want to.
All right.
Hit
Sorry,
him.
Rowan.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. Well, you're doing.
I'm
you're
gonna go back to there.
Okay, and you're throwing the water elemental onto him, using the water elementals. The water elementals whelm ability, or no, that would be the where is it? Is it whelm?
Whelm.
Can I use the water elemental's water to restrain Rowan?
You can try.
I want to do that.
Okay, you're gonna so the water elemental and Rowan are gonna make contesting checks here. What's the water elemental's strength? Okay. No. The water elemental starts to wrap its, like, you watch as its 6 arms, as in 6, the person, start to wrap around Rowan and tries to restrain him. No, fuck it. It also grows an extra 4 arms, so it's like trying to wrap around Rowan, and Rowan just... Firstly, the water elemental takes some damage as it touches the singeing white hot chest plate.
Him?
But
Because
also,
we want to keep him
Rowan
alive.
just thrashes about and is not restrained. And I'm going to give him disadvantage on it because you did that at the same time, but he's going to make an opportunity swing on you.
Okay.
With disadvantage, that is going to be a 14.
Nope.
So he swings, but it just goes into the water elemental, and he has to thrash about to not be restrained. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. With that, not being restrained, he's going to go ahead and take an opportunity attack to rush Alistair. The water elemental
Man,
is going to...
I love how I get shafted for trying to fix it.
Yeah, he would actually take the opportunity attack. With a total of dirty 20, that will hit. And so, as he is running toward Alistair, Rowan is going to get thwacked in the back, lashed in the back even by the water elemental for a total of 12 damage. Rowan looking a little hurt, but as he rushes toward Alistair, you watch as there's another of energy from him as he heals himself once more. And with that, he gains that back, and he's going to rush Alistair. 3 swings with his maces. The first one is going to be, not good. 12.
Miss.
Second one is going to be 19.
Hit.
Third one is going to be 21. So that's going to
Hits.
2 hits. So with that, is he above? Yes, he is. It's going to be a total of... because he's got more than half. 38 bludgeoning damage as he unleashes a flurry of blows, but not actually a flurry of blows. As he swings his maces wildly at you, cracking one into your shoulder, the next into your jaw. You hear from your jaw as it pops out of place, and you gotta pop it back in, and it fucking hurt. And he
My
looks
jaw?
fucking pissed. Yeah. Like, he pops your jaw out of place, and you gotta, pop it back.
You said 38.
38 total.
38 jaw damage.
Well, to your shoulder and jaw, but yeah.
Jaw damage. Jamage.
Shamage and jamage. With that is the end of his turn as he's wailing on Alistair. 6. I'll lower your counter to 3. You're still not entirely
Thank
sure what's
you.
going on, but you kind of get the gist. What are you doing?
Does it incur an opportunity attack to take a potion?
To fucking swear to God.
Rules is written no. So I'm just going to say
Okay.
no. Even though that seems silly, I'm going to say no.
All right. Dodging and weaving, I remove a where'd it go? It's a
Oh no.
hold still. No, it's fine. It's just
That's
Where'd it go?
exactly
Oh,
what you say
it's
before
a-
it's not fine.
it's a potion of major healing.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, you can down that as a bonus.
Okay, and I do not have the numbers written down for major healing.
Major healing. Healing potion is... or is that major? So is that greater? It's probably
Yes,
it's probably a greater
sorry.
here. 4d4 plus 4 for healing.
All right, I'll take that.
Nora kind of like annoyedly tries to keep up with your erratic movements as you're like, oh, I'm drinking.
Shit. What kind of action do I have left? I'm sorry.
You have your movement and action.
Okay. I'm gonna duck this way. I'm gonna say, whatever I said, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Fucking.
I don't have an arrow. Where's my arrow? There we go. Nope. Oh, there we go.
Okay, you're gonna move that way.
Yeah.
All right, are you using the disengage action to not take an opportunity, or are you just gonna take the opportunity and keep your action?
No, I would prefer to take disengage and just make the right there.
Okay, so you're super annoying, just dodging everywhere around from her. She takes like a swing at you, and you're just like, oh, sorry, so terribly sorry. You move that way, away from her. Okay.
Go. Okay. That's me.
Alrighty, Alistair, what you doing? As you're getting thrashed.
Fucking crying for one. Possibly bleeding internally.
Yeah, probably.
Unable to speak. He ain't looking too high right now, Steve. I don't know if you've looked at my health recently, but
I have not.
If you made a water elemental really
Oh!
hot and then
I hate to say it too, but Bess is not looking too good either.
No,
What's
Alistair's like looking on death's door. And Bess, looks like she could maybe take another hit or two at best.
at best. Alistair's gonna look at him and just blood pouring out of his fucking face. Just reach out and blight him at level 4.
Okay. What kind of saving throw is that? DC 17 con. What's his con? That's a 16. Okay. So 26 necrotic damage. You go, I'm sorry, as you reach out and bloody him now. Even after all this healing. Oh, I didn't want it tonight. Oh no. Well, I guess I'll drink it now. Thank you, sweetie. That's very sweet. I was gonna save it for tomorrow. Sorry, Claire was trying to give me coffee. But bloodied now, you reach out and grab, and you, where are you grabbing him?
Above, I'm gonna put my hand right on his face.
Right on his face, and you watch as, like, black scarring begins to stretch across his face, and he, underneath your palm, and breaks free, and now he's just got, like, black streaks across his face, and he's seething.
Alright, well, that's pretty cool.
and gone. You're just over there, like, hunched over.
Yeah. It's not even standing anymore. He literally just blinks in a crumpled heap.
All right.
Like,
that brings us over to a rather annoyed Nora. 5, 10.
Oh, you know what I could have fucking done that would have been way cooler?
40,
Fireball.
50.
No.
Vanished in the
I
smoke.
could have
of
blood
Mrs.
bridged him max level for 78 of restoration. I could have just fucking drained him.
Nora is going to go there. She's going to take a couple more swings at 6. No, she can't. She used her... Well, no, but she can do this. She's going to slam into you, charge into you. It's going to be 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, you're going to take a total of 9 bludgeoning damage as you are thrown 10 feet back, now prone, and she just slams into you angrily with her shield and readies herself. Actually, she looks back at the cage she's now next to. Water Elemental's turn. It's not got a chance. Doran.
14!
Okay. His chest burns more. Yeah, he screams out in pain as, not only is he bloodied, but that has burned his chest several times now, and you can only imagine what it looks like under there.
Then, I'm going to twin spell. I just have to make sure I know what I'm doing. 3 sorcery points. Alright, so 1 sorcery point. I'm going to twin spell. Actually, for 2, because I'll cast it at level 2. I will cast a guiding bolt into both of them.
Okay. Ooh.
First one is to him. Second one's to Nora.
Okay, both are going to hit for a 10.
Okay. They're at level 2, so I have to roll what? Let me check. Because I'm casting at level 2. I have to remember. I don't have anything written for that. Shit. Give me 1 second. I apologize.
It's not okay.
1d6. So I'm gonna roll 1d6 for Rowan.
Okay.
And 1d6 for Nora. Good. Glad I did that.
You know, it helps. Every bit helps. They are both now bloodied.
And the next attack on both of them has advantage. Because it's guiding bolt.
Okay. Very well. Bess, what will you do?
I'm gonna try to banish Ugly here.
Okay.
Let me double check what saving throw that is. I think it's charisma. Let me just double check. It's a charisma saving throw.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Fucker!
I'd pull the camera down and show you, but I don't feel like setting it back up. I'm sorry. So,
would casting that have lost my control over the water elemental?
Banishment is a concentration spell, so yes.
Shoot, I didn't even think of that.
I would have said it's okay, but I already rolled the saving throw, and yeah.
I see that Alistair is over here, right?
And you see he's fucked.
I'm gonna make my way towards him.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna get to... Can I get to here? Actually, can I get to here?
Sure.
Okay, that's all I can do.
Okay. Move away. Rowan,
Shit.
looking on death's door, looks around angrily. What's he gonna do? Okay. He catches Nora's eyes and moves 5,
Bonk.
10,
There you go.
15, 20, 25 over to the cage, pulls the crossbow off his back and points it into the cage and yells, "Everyone stop!" Pointing it in toward Alistair's father. Does everyone stop?
Can Alistair take an action?
It's not your turn.
Okay. I didn't think
I
so.
stopped moving, but I have something I'm gonna do the second I'm able to.
Okay. With the crossbow pointed at Alistair's father's head inside the cage, he looks around. All right. Breathing heavily. Now, what the fuck do you all want? Make a single move and he dies.
We came for them, actually.
Is that all?
Yes.
I mean,
Are you lying?
Our motive for coming into this room
Does
was
Beth
to
believe
recover
she
them.
is lying?
No.
No, you're telling the truth as far as you can tell. Okay. With the crossbow still pointed at Alistair's father's head, he looks at all of you. Which one do you want?
Both of them.
He shakes his head. You pick one, you go, you don't come back. And at this point, if anybody wanted to try something, you could. I'm going to say we're kind of out of initiative at the moment.
Oh, wall of force. Block it off so he can't shoot in there.
Okay, as you go to cast Wall of Force to block it off.
Give
Is
me
that
a
an
second.
action?
It is, but I think... Nope, I have nothing I can do to fucking make it quieter.
Okay.
Actually, I'm quickening spell it.
Quicken spell to bonus action?
Yep.
Well, that's going to make this much more close.
Boom.
Okay. Let's see it then. I need you to roll a sleight of hand check.
Not very good at those.
You're contesting his. Because the moment he sees you trying to do anything, he's going to pull the trigger. So let's see how you do against him. Sleight of hand 15. What's his dex modifier? Okay. You watch as Doran very quickly, like impressively quickly, casts Wall of Force, blocking off the area. And at the same time, Rowan's eyes meet his, and then meet Alistair's. With a sickening splat, the crossbow bolt lands in your father's head.
Fucker.
There's now
I
a wall
can
of
fix
force
that.
there that completely shunts his hand away, and he drops a crossbow bolt. With that, we're going back into initiative. 6, it's your turn. As, well, we all know that there's a cage here. I'm just going to kind of do this so you can see that he is dying.
I bloody that man with a full 4 strikes.
Okay. Let's see it.
And weapons. Boom, 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 boom.
12, 12,
Oh my
23,
God.
15. Only one of those
God.
hits.
Holy shit.
Come on, 6.
But the one that does land, so basically he's moving his arms, blocking your fist with his maces. Yes.
First one would have advantage.
Yes, it would. For a nat 20.
Oh.
6 immediately after he has possibly killed Alistair's father. How do you want to do this?
Just quickly, like that's his six's only intent. Like,
Just swiftly.
He's still kind of on a hair trigger. Like maybe he can still stop this if he moves fast enough. He's a really fast guy, type of thing. So
Got it.
That's essentially
Okay.
step up, like snap neck if possible.
Yeah, so you swiftly move over and with a powerful strike, lay into his chest, which you know is going to be a weak point right now, despite being heavily armored. And you push him back into the wall of force, and you swing a couple more times, and he blocks, and with a final elbow to the face, you just slam his face into the wall of force, and with blood skidding down it, he falls and collapses to the ground, and Nora screams out, "No!" And she looks like she's about to try to enact revenge. Alistair, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I see her do that, and I immediately Gios her.
Okay. That's a saving throw, yeah?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. What's her wisdom? That's a 17 total. And that's your DC.
Fuck.
Why?
Man.
Is your DC only 17?
I don't know.
You must have an 18 or 19 in your spellcasting stat rather than the 20.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'm intelligence based, but it's a wisdom spell, so.
Well, that doesn't affect your DC.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about 95% of the time.
What is your intelligence?
20.
Wait, what? Hold on. No, I know what it is, buddy. Class, you're still level 12.
Oh.
You're level 13. Your proficiency goes up. It's 18 now.
Oops.
Your DC is 18, so she fails.
I've been going. Why? Oh, my intelligence is a 20. Why?
So she fails the spell, and the Gios takes hold for but a moment as there's a from her head, and she succeeds.
I really dislike you.
Okay. Anything else?
See, what's funny is that Alistair actually doesn't look like distraught. He knew this was gonna happen.
Okay. I mean, he probably looks distraught from being nearly dead.
Oh yeah, the whole him almost sitting on single-digit health is kind of fucking him right now. But
Anything else for your turn?
that's all I can really do. I'll stand up
Okay. You
because I
stand
was
up.
prone.
You kind of stand up. Oh god, kind of leaning on your knee. It's Nora's turn. She starts with a bonus action to second wind and recover some hit points.
Don't honestly think that's gonna save her.
No, she probably doesn't care right now. And then
No.
she's going to unleash all of her fury into 6 as she slashes thrice with a 24, a 16, and a 24. So 2 hits, I believe. Okay. Give me one moment. Is she back above? Yes, she is. Okay. So that's 9. Again, 18. Ooh. Oh God. Okay. That's 42 slashing damage from the 2 that hit. As you've slain her something, someone important to her, she
I don't
immediately.
have that many hit points.
Are you unconscious?
I'm below that.
Okay. So as you swiftly trying to save Alistair's father, you bring Rowan down. She screams out no, and then slashes once with her sword down your side, leaving a massive cut that starts to bleed. And you move just in time for the second swing. As she slashes horizontally towards your chest, you dive back, and she takes that opportunity to right into your gut, and you collapse unconscious. It is the water elemental's turn. That is now free. Bess, roll me a D3. Three. Okay. With that, it moves away. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Y'all crazy. I'm leaving.
Doran, what are you going to do?
Is administering a health potion the same bonus action?
I would call that an action.
Give me 1 second then. Because I want to make sure I want to do math before I fuck about.
And also would put you in considerable danger because she's still over 6, but it's up to you.
I want to. I'm checking quick sorcery point things because I'm all out of them, but I want to see if I can get them back for what I have to do. It's a bonus action for me to do that. Dick Munch. I'm gonna move over here.
Yep.
And go. Best worry about 6. And I'm gonna cast a level. Does she have plate armor on as well?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna upcast my heat metal.
Okay.
To level 6 for an additional 4d8.
Can I
Okay.
cast alter spell and increase that?
Is it a
My
reaction?
reaction?
Absolutely. That is an excellent use of it. You get an extra
Awesome.
die on top of. So is
68,
yeah.
35.
God,
Every turn I can keep that up.
get melted.
Her chest literally is getting melted, and she screams out in pain,
Oh.
I
in
flip
multiple
her off
forms
into-
of pain.
I flip off and I'm gonna run. Go. You can't stop that without getting me.
Okay.
She dives into the water elemental.
I think that would cause her a lot more issues.
Oh, are you attempting to get her to chase you?
Yes.
Make a persuasion check. Or deception.
She's like, oh, fine, I guess I will.
I'm equally good at those.
16. Okay. Bess, it is your turn.
This is excellent. I'm gonna go. Wait, hang on. Let me look at something real quick here. So my spell heal can be cast from 60 feet away, but I'm gonna get closer to 6. I'm gonna come up to here and cast heal on him. So he's going to take back 70 hit points.
You still have that spell slot? Damn.
I do. That's my last 6th level spell slot that I had.
Okay.
Thank you very,
Wait,
very
is it
much.
just- Is it 70?
I think heal is 70 points, yeah. Saving 6's life with a heal spell once again.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Yep.
Once
Good
again.
deal. We're gonna.
Hey, I've seen this one before.
The wall is gone, by the way,
Ah, yes.
because this is a new concentration, I have assumed.
Got it.
But the wall failed in its goal anyway.
It came down to a sleight of hand check, and it was as close as could be.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, excellent. So you save 6's life once more. He's going to roll a death save. Okay.
Sounds good.
Someone
Okay.
heal him.
And then 6, you are freshly back up. You are prone, and everything hurts, but you feel okay.
Has what would his counter be at?
You know what? I'm gonna say that resets the counter. It's gone, or
Okay,
rather,
not a
disables
problem.
it. You've been knocked unconscious. The
Oh.
effect is gone. So you wake
Awesome.
up, and everything comes rushing back at once. Kind of hurts your head.
Yes. I kind of look up from the ground at her, and I kick her in the shin.
From the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
She's
Flurry
probably
of
gonna.
blows kick.
She's probably gonna die here soon, as long as I'm alive.
With a nat 20, or what? Attacking from prone with a melee incur disadvantage? I actually don't know about that, so I'm just gonna say no because a nat 20 is fucking cool. Okay.
Sweet.
So for a
That means
total of
halflings
17.
have disadvantage all the time.
Okay. She
Kinda
is
just,
looking
like,
on
snap
death's
her ankles.
door.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna get up or stay prone?
I'll stay prone at the moment.
Okay. You deliver a swift kick from the ground when she's not expecting it. As Bess runs forward and heals you, she's looking at Bess, and all of a sudden there's a crack at her ankle, and she kind of hobbles a little bit. Alistair, it's your turn.
Gonna walk over here.
Hobble.
Yeah. And I'm going to. Fuck, they're fighters. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Could it? Okay, weird question. Probably is not gonna work.
Mm.
No, it won't work, definitely, because Mage Hand is an action. So never mind. I was
Okay.
gonna say, could I cast Blood Bridge through Mage Hand?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but it
Yeah.
would be cool as fuck.
That
if I
would be
could.
cool as fuck. I would say that's like something you could work on trying to achieve, like with time, but yeah, not in the moment.
Then I am going to. So the cage is still shut, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I just removed that so I could put a but yeah, it is still there. I'll put it back here. Still there.
I'm going to Misty Step my way in.
Okay. You attempt to Misty Step in
Hmm.
and thunk land on the outside. You still Misty Step, but you land on top of Rowan's corpse.
Is there a squanching noise?
Nope, just a
Yeah.
thunk. And actually,
I
with that, you
don't
would see
quite like this.
the bottom left rune glow, brighter.
Then okay. So did I see any of the runes with everybody earlier?
You got the gist.
I know one of them's blood.
Mm-hmm.
I would attempt to put some kind of blood on the rune.
Some kind of blood from where?
Me.
You just gotta like
I've got a
swipe
lot of
some
it coming out.
swipe some blood off of yourself and just put it on that
Sure.
rune. Okay, you slap your bloodied hand onto that rune, and it and dissipates.
Neat. And I'm going to. Whoop.
And you get
As a
off of
bonus
Rowan's
action, do we
corpse.
want to count that as an action?
What's that?
Do we want to count me putting the hand on the lock as an action?
I suppose since you used a bonus
Yeah.
action already, yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
that's fine with me.
All right, then Nora is one last time going to a poof of energy is going to emanate from her. She regains 20 HP, no longer on death's door, or still bloodied, still
You
bloodied.
sure about that?
Not for long. Oh boy, several things have happened that would. You got her attention, but then 6 was healed. She's gonna take the opportunity to make 3 attacks with advantage on 6 because he's prone.
I can't see her
Okay.
anymore.
Um,
Fuck.
That is a 24. A natural 20.
6 is going right back down.
Yes, he is.
And a 16. So I think only one hit and a natural 20 hit. She is under. Yeah. Okay. So all right. We'll see how this goes. That's gonna be 16, and then another 24. And then. So you're going to take.
He has at least 70.
Yeah. You take 41 slashing damage from the two. As one comes down on you, goes straight into your leg. Ah, shit! And as it pulls up for a second, you scramble. You roll just out of the way as another stab comes down. But she takes that opportunity to then slash into your side. Fucking oof.
Still alive.
Still alive. The water elemental. 5, 10, 15, 20. Disappears from everybody's view.
Fine by me.
I'm getting out of here.
That thing is 100% 6's problem.
Oh, snap.
With that, Doran, it is your turn.
34 damage.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
I've never seen one man liquidate 2 people in one turn.
Yeah.
5,
everybody who can see her, you watch as she's slashing into 6, and 6 is screaming out and rolling all over, and Bess is just sitting there like, ah! Her chest begins to glow so white hot you kind of have to avert your eyes, and she screams out in pain. She screams, Thalen! And it hunches over. She's not dead, but boy, does she wish she was.
I am going to Chaos Bolt.
She does scream Thalen.
Yikes.
The wall.
Okay. You're using your. That's an action.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll just. You'll be able to blast that apart. At least the section that's already been damaged.
How big of a section is that?
A 5-foot area, I'd say.
Alistair, I've opened the wall!
I've already been stopped from teleporting in.
That's because you teleported through the front.
I thought it was like a blink.
Fuck if I know.
I didn't think it mattered where I went from.
Well, if we break open more of the wall, you can walk in there, mongrel.
Sorry, I'm not thinking straight. My brain's oozing out of my ear.
Get over! Fucking, I have a health potion. Come over here. That's my turn.
Okay.
I would peek around and go, haha, I'm burning you alive! And then peek back.
Yeah, as she screams out Thalen and Doran is opening up this back way. Bess, what are you going to do? Oh, is your dog still there?
Yeah, I don't think it's a concentration.
Oh, all right.
Barking this
Yeah, it's probably been barking this whole time.
This room's just filled with music and barking.
Yeah, it's not concentration. It lasts for 8 hours, so I'll kind of get like the ringing out of my ears, and as soon as the barking comes back, I'll look at him and go, "Okay, stop," and I'll make him disappear.
How bad is Nora looking? Like death's door?
With the burning on her chest, she's screaming out for Thalen. Yeah, she's dying.
Oops.
I know her fault.
And 6 is still prone?
Yeah, getting hacked and slashed at.
Can I get in between the two of them? I know there's not really space there, but...
I mean, you can get there. You're not quite in between, but you can impose yourself in that area.
Okay.
Oh fuck. I've done nothing all day.
I don't know what else to do, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to insert myself in between to give
don't
6
wanna
the chance
use
to get up.
Any kind of action? I'm not gonna like smack her.
Can I shove her with my shield back?
Yeah, you can try.
I'm gonna try.
Make an athletics check.
I call this one Burning Woman.
I feel really bad. This is a terrible way to die.
12. No. As she's screaming out, and you push forward with your shield and bash into her, and that she hobbles back a little bit, and then blood pouring from both corners of her mouth and out her ear, and like her chest is just. You don't even the chest piece. It doesn't look like a chest piece anymore. It just looks like molten iron on her chest, and she's not well. And she looks at you, and you can see her breathing heavily. She looks like she's raising her sword one last time. With that, Norin is gonna make. Okay. And 6 still prone, as it looks like. Nora is about to swing her final swings at best. What are you going to do?
Can I? I'll just do a standard attack, but that gives me 2 attacks at this point. So I will just kick her twice, try to break her ankle, and get her to fall over.
Okay.
She's gonna have a
Is
broken.
Six still prone?
Yeah, he is still prone.
Yeah.
Okay. So prone gives you advantage to get hit, but it doesn't give you disadvantage to hit people.
It does.
I
actually.
think it does. I just didn't know,
Ah.
so I just didn't say so. It looks like in this instance, doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't even matter.
Kick.
With that, okay, as she's gearing up, she raises her sword weakly one last time, and you kick her other ankle, and there's a sickening snap, and she falls over, and as she's falling, you take your other, with your other foot, you bash her straight in the face, and she flies back 5 feet, skidding on the ground, and is unconscious.
Stay away from Bess. Say.
I am not stopping the fire, by the way.
Okay.
I
With
will
that,
every time I can, I will reignite that 34.
I'm just gonna put it this way. They're both dead. Like, dead.
Okay.
I will keep that going for as long as the spell lasts.
You're going to char her remains, and she's
Yeah,
going to melt like butter.
She has a minute of every 6 seconds just. Ah!
Yeah, so for a moment, as things kind of die down for a moment, and Dora's just like, "Ugh! Ugh!" and 6, you're laying there very badly bloodied on the ground, cuts all across you. What's happening?
I give Alistair a minor health potion.
I will drink it.
I go, I have this from the ship.
What do
I
is that?
I don't know.
But as things die down, the music emanating throughout the place subsides once more into that kind of
then what's-
discordant. Yes.
What's the amount for a minor health potion?
Minor, I believe, is 2d4 plus 2. It's something.
Okay.
I want to get into the cage where Alistair's dad is. Can I do that from the entrance here?
Yeah, Doran has made a hole in the back. I'll just make this invisible again so you can see in there.
I have the 7th level spell Resurrection.
Fuck.
Well, is he dead? Do we know? I'd also like to go in there and make a medicine
Yeah.
check at least.
Can I help with that, or do you want to help me with that?
You guys aren't going to have to make a check. Between the two of you, you go in there and you both kneel and feel for pulses. There's a crossbow bolt lodged into his skull. He's dead.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. Oh,
This spell closes all mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts. Would that fix his brain?
That
Would
would
I
be
know if this spell could bring him back
What
and
is
make
it?
him be okay again?
Resurrect?
Resurrection.
Let's see. Been touch a dead creature that's been dead for no more than a century. That isn't undead. If the soul is free and willing, the target returns to life with all of its hit points. You're pretty certain. You don't know what the effects would be on, closing the wound around the crossbow bolts lodged in his head. You don't know if, it would magically push it out. You don't know if, he'd have a chunk in there. You don't know exactly, but you know you could bring him back.
I want to try to take the crossbow bolt out of his head. First.
Okay.
I would actually offer to do that for her with my surgical precision and knowledge.
Okay.
Oh, good call.
It's going to take a moment if you want to do it properly. But if you'd like,
yeah.
you can make a medicine check. And I assume Bess could help you.
Absolutely.
Albion, you're using your claws.
15?
I even have a +7 too. Sheesh.
It's not pretty. And you can decide how you feel about digging a crossbow bolt out of your father's head. But you get the job done. And in order to not completely cause everyone to feel immaculate disgust, it's messy. But you get it out. And that's you get it out.
I want to try resurrection now, then.
Okay. With
Can I blood bridge from a corpse?
I'd have to look at the spell.
It doesn't say I can't.
Draw blood from one channel through yourself.
It's 2 creatures, and I'm pretty sure he's fresh.
I mean, here's the thing. It says 2 creatures, but what it is mechanically doing is drawing HP from one and giving to another. He does not have any HP to draw from.
Oh, man. Fuck.
So I'm going to say no.
Do you need a body? I have a lot of life.
I'm not going to take your blood.
Let's put it this way. I'm still close to almost 100%. Do you need some help?
Well, I look down at my own bloody... Yes, I need health, but I'm not going to take your blood.
Just fucking take
Just
my
give
blood.
me a minute, Alistair. Just give me a minute.
You're going to cast
Absolute
Resurrection?
Monster.
Yes.
Okay. You kneel down, and you all watch as Bess places her hands over Alistair's father's forehead, where the wound was, and over his chest. And as she leans down and her blonde hair kind of falls over and shrouds him a little bit, once again, you could all swear that her hair shifts into black and her form changes just a little bit as Mistra herself takes Alistair's father's body and replenishes it. And as she removes her hands and her hair returns to blonde, the wounds are closed. And Alistair's father doesn't wake up. But Bess, you've brought him back.
He doesn't wake up?
He doesn't wake up. You don't know if he's still under magical effects or, you just brought him back to life, but you're quite confident you brought him back.
Cool. I would then also like to cast... hang on here. Let me see. Would I know if Greater Restoration can get rid of the, whatever charm is keeping them asleep?
Do you still have True Seeing on? Or was that a concentration, or is that just an hour thing?
Let me see. So just take me a moment.
Mhm.
It's a 1 hour long spell. Not a concentration spell.
Not
so
a concentration? The shrouded blankets of whatever enchantment magic was over them is no longer over him.
Okay.
So he's just sleepy. I would
And
be too.
I would be too.
If I just got fucking murked.
I'm going to say, does anyone have a health potion to give him? I'm going to try to wake Ravina up.
He doesn't need a health potion. You restored him to full with resurrection.
I think he's
Oh.
fine. If you want to try to wake Ravina up, I'm sure me and Alistair can get his father, partially as an apology for me, over to the chairs, and we can start getting ourselves out of here.
And we should get out of here fast. Nora
Yes.
did call for.
Oh, no, I assume she's in the room playing music this entire time.
Then I would have. Okay.
I
I
mean,
have a feeling she's behind the doors.
yes, if we want to go in there, we can, but I look at all the blood on the ground and around Alistair. I assume it's not the best time.
I'm going to give him a 5th level Cure Wounds. Alistair, 5th level Cure Wounds. Let's see. Hang on here.
Doran, can you do the floaty eyeball thing in that room?
Yeah, I can.
Let's do it.
That's for Alistair. And then I do want to try
Nice.
casting Greater Restoration on Ravina.
Damn, Beth's been saving her spell slots. Let's go.
That makes one of us. I guess while she's doing this, I will send in an arcane eye.
All right. And I'm sorry, that 30 health was for who?
Alistair.
Alistair, got it. Okay. So while Bess is healing and saving everyone,
I'm
Doran,
fine.
you
No one
float-
needs. Like,
yeah.
Doran doesn't need help.
That's true. You float your arcane eye through the completely shattered door, and what you see is this. Well, I'll reveal it in a moment. You can see this large ornate rug covering a large portion of the area, a fireplace next to it, a strange sphere-shaped object that seems to have celestial bodies, kind of very playfully, like a child's, like a fifth grader's astronomy project. A couple of glass veils hiding what appears to be a very luxurious, large red covered bed. You see that patch of grass with a large stone on it, and it's mossy, and you're not sure what that's for, but you also see a vanity with her scrying orb and her comfy chair. You see what seems to be some sort of alchemical station, a table, a shelving unit with a bunch of ingredients and various herbs and things you recognize as arcane supplies. A large wooden circular table with 4 chairs, and next to that, a large blue, very cushy chair facing the wall. Next to it, a golden red side table with a violin floating and playing. And you recognize that as the violin that has been playing this entire time, echoing throughout the chambers. But sat in that large blue chair is what appears to be the queen, facing the wall.
She is in there.
Where's your arcane eye?
It would just be in the door.
Just in the door? Then yeah, you just see what appears to be her on the chair, just facing the wall, kind of leaning back.
I'd move it in and closer to her because I believe she can see these invisible objects.
As you start to move it closer to her, she leans forward and kind of just presses her face into the wall.
I would get up and walk over there. Go, I don't think she's okay.
Are you just going to walk over alone?
I'm going to walk over and knock on the door.
Okay. You go
Hello?
over and knock. What was everybody else doing as Doran was doing some reconnaissance? Bess, you were healing people. Alistair?
I'm trying to help
I'm
Bess.
Yeah, I'm gonna help get my dad over to somewhere that's not in the cage.
Are you gonna? Okay, you guys are gonna place him on the
I
chairs.
don't rage.
Yeah, I'll place him in the chair, but I'll lean him over on the table so he's not like his neck crooked back.
Yeah, you pick up your father who has just been resurrected, and you kind of gently place him in one of the chairs and lean him forward, and you feel him stir a little bit, and he looks up at you, super bleary-eyed, blinks a couple times, his eyes just blood red almost, and then falls back forward and just kind of onto the table. Are you guys also placing Ravina over there?
Is she awake after I cast Greater Restoration?
After you cast Greater Restoration, you watch with your true seeing, the blanket fall away from her. And she as well, you didn't see Alistair's father, but you see her open her eyes, just bloodshot. She blinks a couple times and looks at you. Is that... and she falls back asleep.
I'm gonna move her to a chair as well then.
Okay, you move her over. So these two are kind of placed in the chairs, just slumped over. And at this point, Doran realizes, wait, I don't think she's okay. And he moves over to the doors, and you guys watch Doran knock on the one door.
I'm gonna go over and not back him up, but I'll be around him.
Okay, Bess, 6.
I want to bring up the rear in that around here, back there.
You guys kind of not crowd around, but move into position around Doran or 6, a little closer. 6, you can see, and you can see her, the queen, ostensibly just face planting into the wall from this chair. But Doran, you knock, and what did you say?
I said, hello?
You see her shoulders rise and fall with a deep sigh.
Is it okay to come in?
I wouldn't if I was you.
Hi, Light.
Whose voice was that?
That came from, presumably, the queen.
Do we recognize it? Is it Light's voice?
It sounds like Light's voice. It's kind of muffled because up against the wall, but...
how are you doing?
I don't know who I am anymore. But if you did want to come in, you might want to be a little careful. There's a trap. She trapped it. There's a glyph. You shut up now. And you can hear him arguing with themselves.
Here's the question, Light. I'm only referring to them as Light this entire time.
Got it.
Consistently. Light, you can be the core identity if you choose to be.
There's a deep shrug, and you watch as shakily, like, her hands, they are hands, I'll say at this point, press up against the wall, and it's almost as if they have to force themselves away from it. And for just a moment, there's a quick flick as they look back at you, and there is no face. It is almost mannequin-like with the long blonde hair looking at you, and somehow coming from this face, it's not that and then slammed back up against the wall.
Then, Light, tell us how you want us to proceed.
You don't hear anything further.
If this is it for you, and you want to leave Direwood in other hands, we can ease your passage. But if you're willing to fight, we will fight beside you no matter what.
You would fight beside him after everything he's done?
Light's our friend. We adore him. I will stand by his side.
Funny,
There's
coming from you,
prosperity
Doran.
in caring, Mr. Light. The people do need you.
Your daughter still needs you.
You watch their bodies shudder at that.
We
Yes.
are beside you in any decision you make.
You watch as they, with great effort, grab the sides of the chairs and try to lift themselves up. And then the voice, and then plop back down.
You're stronger than she is, like.
Do I know his full name?
Lights?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's Commander.
Commander Light.
Do we know Ravina's last name?
Raven.
Yeah,
Light Raven.
You are the Light. You are the one and only. You have guided the Cloaked Rangers to nothing but prosperity. Is this how weak you are?
There's a deep breath and a sigh. Are they both dead?
Both of who?
Do you know
Against
who?
my wishes, one of them is. I tried to stop him.
Oh, your friends, the ones who attempted to kill Alistair's father.
Succeeded.
He's still alive.
No, he
They-
died.
He did die. They succeeded.
One of them is a smoldering corpse, and the other just got punched in the throat until he stopped breathing.
You watch as the hands grip the sides of the chair again and begin to turn white from gripping so hard. And you hear, "Good work, soldiers. Perhaps Direwood can move on with these fuckers gone." And he slowly begins to lift themselves, and then again, plop, back down in the chair. Or perhaps we both die here.
Light,
And
where's the trap?
the faceless body stands up with much difficulty and begins to, one step at a time, as if their legs are 100 pounds each, begin to take a couple steps toward you guys. And you can see one arm start to reach out to try to point, and the other grabs it and is trying to pull it away. But best you can tell, Light is trying to point somewhere in here.
Bess would be able to see it or no?
I do have true seeing on still.
Bess, you would see a glowing glyph just beneath the carpet over here.
I'm just gonna point and say it's right there.
I start using a minor illusion to make sparks until I find the exact location where she's pointing. Is it
What
there?
do I see when I look at Light, the queen, with true seeing on?
You see a blank mannequin.
Okay.
It's not unlike what you see with Doran. Doran, there is still a face. There is still kind of very neutral, everyman features. And Doran, you would be aware that she could see your true form right now.
Oh yeah, Doran is more comfortable with it now that he has a rock in his chest.
But it's kind of like that, except completely blank. No features. No nose, no eyes, no markings or anything. It is like
Hate that.
it is like a mannequin.
I would so I know where the glyph is because there's sparks sitting there. I would walk in and avoiding stepping on the carpet, go over here.
Okay. And this entire time, as you guys were figuring out exactly where it is, and you guys begin to move in, you're watching both halves of this body kind of fight each other and try to pull limbs around, and one leg finally just collapses, and they're on one knee, and you hear a struggled, "One last part of this mission," and the body lunges forward and falls right here, and there's a hand trying to reach out toward the area where it was pointing.
Light, are you trying to set that off?
He won't succeed as the hand recedes and pulls back forward and the hand recedes.
What did you want to know?
Suddenly the tenseness stops. And they're just kind of lying there, one hand kind of forward. The faceless shape looks up at Six. "What do you mean?" Both voices say at once.
Spell. Power word truth. Did
She
you want to know who you are?
wanted, and he can't get out the rest of the words, but very slowly the head kind of nods, shakily, and then one of the hands smacks its own face.
You can be whoever you want.
I am who I want to be. This
I wasn't
punk
talking
is
to
just
you.
getting in the way.
I wasn't talking to you.
There's only Six. You're mistaken. There's only one person in there. Only Light's in there.
You hear that, you bitch! And he punches himself. And
That's
the
a good
head
point.
begins to slam against the floor, like very lightly because it's struggling against itself. And you hear, "Get out! Get out! Get out!"
Light, it's not going to be easy. I've asked the rock if it's possible, and you can take control of your own body.
This
You have to be willing to fight for it.
my body. This is my body. As the voices begin to merge, the hand reaches out once again.
I start to chant, "You are light, no one else," and just reaffirming that constantly. No matter what,
Join in on that.
no matter what goes on, I will only refer to it as light, and you are light, nothing else, no one else.
I need the group to make a group persuasion check.
Holden, if I have inspiration still, do I say that before or after my roll?
I think you can use it after if you'd like.
I'm going to roll my persuasion then. And I'm going to use it
Okay.
for that 26.
Okay. A 26, an 18, a 20, and a 19.
We all nat one.
As you all begin chanting to him about who he is, how he is the only one, the hand reaches out shakily and makes a fist and clenches, and the other hand grabs the wrist. "No, you don't." "Yes, I do." And there's a large explosion in the center of the room as the glyph is activated, and a massive wall of necrotic force takes over the entire room, blotting everything in black for a moment. Not the entire room. Everybody is outside of the radius, but you're faced with this wall of necrotic energy that then implodes back upon itself. And there, still on the ground, is Light, the queen, or only Light as you refer to them as.
Is it still mannequin?
Still mannequin.
Best
Breathing?
resurrection.
Do you
Is
really
it
think...
still breathing?
Oh, yeah, still breathing and begins to speak. You really think you can beat me at my own game? I don't think you understand. This is my game. And the one hand reaches out, grabs the blonde hair, and begins pulling. And in the body, as if being enacted on by a separate force, begins tugging itself around and throwing itself around the room. And you can hear these two voices arguing back and forth from this mannequin body. You take that, you bitch! This is my body! Get out! And they're back and forth, and they're toppling furniture over. And at one point, the violin gets shoved, but still playing.
I would instruct the party not to get physically involved, but to just keep. If he can't win this fight now, he's not coming back. You have to make sure he believes himself, and just keep talking to him. I would relay any lore I've heard from my own family about those who have gotten lost in their own personalities, and like just try to tell him he's not alone in this. It's not the first time it's happened, and it's impossible for him to take control if he's willing to. He has to show he's strong.
I'd like to mentally tell Doran, should I give him his own dagger back, or would that only spill blood?
Wait until it seems as though he's winning.
Okay.
How did they react when we brought up Ravina?
There was a shudder in the body.
Should we bring Ravina? But in mentally connect, should we bring Ravina over into here?
I don't think so.
He's gonna remember what he's done to her, and that might make him lose focus.
Okay.
Because he is aware of his actions now.
Go ahead.
You go. I was just gonna say I keep repeating the stuff.
I just know that that's not gonna work, but I figured I'd try anyway. Just try to mentally connect with the Queen and Light. Do I even get through?
Yeah.
Huh.
You can.
You are the only light that can cut through this darkness.
I like it. As you're all adding to the situation in your own way, recounting things you know about Light and Direwood and about his past doings, and Alistair poetically entering their head.
It's cheesy,
good.
But
it's
genuinely,
cheesy.
I didn't think it would work.
It's pretty good. As you're all encouraging Light as best you can and completely ignoring anything that Queen says. You watch as they're fighting, and eventually one hand grips the mannequin faceless face and slams it into a wall. And they collapse to the ground, blood beginning to spill, just a little, not like so much that you think they're dying, but just like a little bit of blood trickles out, and you hear a very weak, "I win, bitch," and they fall unconscious as the blonde hair begins to recede, and black hair begins to flow out, and Light's face begins to return to the mannequin.
Could this be one of her tricks?
He's unconscious.
I look at Bess. Is it in the mannequin that you can see?
Oh, with true seeing. Bess, you don't see a mannequin anymore. You see Light.
I don't see a mannequin anymore. I see Light.
That's not a trick then. It's impossible to fool that shit. I've tried.
Doran, you can't turn yourself into a mannequin?
I can, theoretically.
I don't like that at all.
Neither do I. Why would I do that? Fuck you. There's 4 chairs. Bess, you go back with Bess and Alistair. You go back with those 2, and me and Six will go back with that one.
I think it's a good plan.
2 successes.
Keep them safe, Bess.
Okay.
Think of Shine Bright, and we'll see you that soon.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
What are you rolling for?
As Light succeeds his last saving throw, his last death
fuck.
save, and barely stabilizes after getting a nat 1 on the first roll.
Oh.
Bess, you collect. So is Bess and Alistair?
Yeah.
Bess and Alistair, you sit back down at the table. Bess, roll an Arcana check to take you back to Shine Bright.
We made it this far just to die in teleportation.
Can I? Oh,
21.
Don't need help here.
21. Okay. With that, you all, the two of you watch as once again the octarine light begins to glow on the rug and begins to envelop the four of them as two of them slumped forward unconscious, two of them just kind of leaning forward, concentrating, and as it envelops them entirely, with a flash, they vanish.
I would like to be ready on the other side to catch my father.
Okay.
And I'll try to be ready to catch Ravina.
Understood.
Me and Bess are just gonna slam into each other.
make acrobatics checks for me, or just dexterity checks for me, real quick.
They fucking hit their heads and die.
Oh man, I like acrobatics way more.
No, I'll allow acrobatics, I guess, but
Oh,
Let's just see what I would have gotten. Hey, yeah, I'll take
22.
acrobatics.
Okay, no, it's fine. 17
Wait, I
and
wanna do-
22. Nope, it's dex. It's fine. Doran and 6, you are left.
Sorry, Bess.
You
I
are
have
left in this.
proficiency.
You're left in this strange place. Oh, it was a 9 and a 17. Got it. Sorry, I didn't see that. But yeah, you're left
Could
in
I
this
have
strange
rolled
place.
for acrobatics?
Fine, go ahead.
I don't have to. I'm just.
Go ahead. Do it. So we got a 22 and. Make me stick to what I said. 22 and a 14. Okay.
Whoa, you have a plus 10?
Nat 30.
Jeez.
God. Okay, so
I was like nat 30.
22 and 14. We'll get to that. You two left here in this strange place. What are you doing?
Picking him up.
Yeah, head over, one arm under his arm, and I will pick up the violin with the other arm. Other hand.
I will kind of give him a look of, "You're fucking weird, bud."
Yeah. As soon as you grab the
And then as we
violin,
walk him
it
out-
stops playing.
Yes. All right. As we walk out, I toss it into this fireplace, and continue bringing light. this direction.
Now that the light is light,
Mhm.
does the illusion in this room ever fade? Does it return to what the cave is?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
I'm interested in this rock, but not enough to go back and look at it.
I head to the table and sit
Okay.
with 6 and light. And go.
Here we
Oh,
go.
we're gonna have to tell him about Boone.
Boone.
All right.
I focus now. I didn't ask. I'm gonna go. Let's hope they didn't think of Light's chambers when they teleported, because that's where I'm gonna bring us, so that we don't land on top of them.
Good call.
Oh, honestly, Alistair just thought of the main courtyard. Like, he thought of Shine Bright as a whole.
What's really important
But
was what was Bess
Bess-
thinking?
Yeah, Bess was the one who rolled, so.
I would think of the courtyard, or where I mostly stilt around.
Got it.
Good.
Right.
I focus on Light's office.
Make an Arcana check. 14. All right. As you,
And you're in the middle of the ocean.
yeah, as you
If
focus,
we fucking die here, 6.
as you focus on the courtyard, I need you to roll me a d6 as the octarine energy envelops you.
Both or just Dorn?
Both of you.
Oh, this is bad. Teleport Light into a wall.
Oh no, this is phenomenal. What happens then is Alistair and Bess, as you find yourselves, you feel the open air now, and it's actually raining very lightly in Direwood. As you appear in the courtyard, perfectly where Bess placed you, you both lunge forward and kind of smash into each other a little bit, but like manage to like catch the heads of the people you're trying to save, and you both look at each other, breathe a sigh of relief, and there's citizens of Shine Bright and a couple guards nearby kind of like looking at you like, what the fuck? Wait, what? And you both just kind of share a look, maybe can't help but laugh, and it's at that moment that Doran, Light, and 6 all tumble on top of you.
Fucking hell.
As,
I died
from
for this
about
exact thing
from
not to
about
happen.
from about 20 feet up, actually, as they were aiming for the office, which is about 20 feet up, but landed somewhere in the courtyard and all in a pile. Probably
Are we
take
gonna take damage from that?
You all take a little bit of damage, but you're softened by landing on bodies as you all land in a
I'm
crumpled
dead.
heap with Light, unconscious but light, with Ravina, also unconscious but alive, and Alistair's father, unconscious but alive. You now get to look ahead to defeating the rats, to saving the citizens of Shinebright, to dealing with priests, and to moving on with your lives. Thank you for playing Direwood.
Somewhere off in the distance, there is just a dead woman with a blackened corpse.
Me and Six will go clean it up when we go back to explore that place.
Yeah.
Then go for it. Go for it. I
Speaking
would
of,
wait.
yeah.
I'd wait that long. Like I'd wait at least 2 months to touch that chest plate. I can't tell you how much.
It is
heat
the elephant's foot now.
Dude, I put so much heat there. I a minute, so that's 10 turns of 34 damage.
Dude, I think you
That's
created
300
a new chemical. Like, you created a new element.
That's 340 points of damage into one corpse.
Yeah.
Do you know that if you
He's-
overheat liquid metal, it turns into gas? There's now
Yeah.
gaseous iron in there.
Yeah, you
Great.
all have a bit of extra iron in your lungs. No, with that, though,
He's transformed hysterium into something even worse.
yeah, that is Direwood. Well done, you guys. You've actually rather successfully navigated most of the quests I hurled at you. Now,
Well played,
moving
sir.
forward, we can start thinking about campaign 2. But in the meantime, because I want to give you guys to start really, now that we're done with Direwood, now that you have completed Direwood and saved the day as much as you can, all things considered.
Yes, do we get another sweet questionnaire?
We can do that if you want, but what I was thinking was, I'm just gonna write up. Well, no, what I was thinking was I'd like for you guys to think of what your characters are going to do next. Now that you have pretty much completed the campaign, there's still stuff for your characters to do. There's still problems to be solved and things to do for Direwood, but you have eliminated every major obstacle. That the cult, the queen and her guards.
Hey, we're not a cult.
No. I mean, the original,
No, we
the
eliminate-
cult of Shar.
Okay.
You've dismantled.
Good save.
Yeah, you've dismantled
Little shithead.
Priest's. Yeah, the cult of Shar, the queen and her guards. The New Republic is now going to be leaderless and completely out of control and very
Hey,
easily dealt
I
with
know a
one
guy.
way or another. You have dealt with priests. You have pushed them back for quite some time. You have saved the citizens of Shinebright. You, as a party, have pretty much saved Direwood for all intents and purposes. All that's left is the rats and what your characters want to do next. And the rats, honestly, with a concise effort for your party, wouldn't be much of an issue. Basically, that's why we didn't actually do that before the end of Direwood. Because at this point, any rat fight I can throw at you would just be a numbers game and sitting here rolling dice until you guys kill them all. So, yeah, with that, you guys, what I would like for you guys to do for next week, start thinking about your C2 characters. Try
Done.
to put more effort into that. Get those as ready as you can for session 0. You don't have to have them like ready, character sheet, backstory, everything solidified by session 0. There'll be time in session 0 for us to work on that. But
We're not rolling stats until session 0, correct?
yes, that is the only thing I would like for you not to do for sure.
Are you gonna have another campaign page where you can start entering information in
What do you mean?
for roll 20?
Oh, for Roll20, I will be making a new campaign page soon. Yes, actually, let me make
Okay,
a
cool.
note once real quick here. I never even had to use any of the Queen's spell slots. Damn.
Can I
So
ask
do we
a-
know, since it's over, what was stopping them from failing saves?
Well, here's the thing. What I want you guys to do, think about your C2 characters and get ready for an epilogue session, which we'll have next week, where you guys just basically tell me what you want to do. Maybe there'll be some rolling, and I will narrate it, and we will kind of together form the epilogue of this chapter, in the history of Fierce Reach. So think about what your characters want to do, what you want to accomplish, how you want to accomplish it. Just giving you a little bit of homework for next time. And then I'm assuming that won't take super long. We'll either just do epilogue session next time, or maybe right after. I would also like for you guys to think of questions like that. Think of questions you've had about the campaign. Because
I have a number of them ready.
Yeah, I feel I didn't want to just say, hey, we're doing this. I wanted to make sure you guys were all interested, and I think everybody's told me individually at this point, except for Isaac, that we're interested. If you have any questions about the campaign, why was this character doing this? Why was this here?
I'm definitely interested. So.
Yeah. Any questions about anything at all, have those ready. We'll either do that next week after the epilogue, or if the epilogue takes long enough, we'll do it the week after. But that's kind of the order of events here, is we're going to do an epilogue, we're going to do a wrap-up where you guys can ask any questions. The only caveat being, I might have to say, sorry, can't tell you that. It might pertain to C2. But I don't think a lot of your questions are going to get that answer. So
in campaign 2, who's the bad guy?
Yeah, you. So, yeah.
6.
So, with Direwood completed, well done once again, and thank you guys so much for playing. I appreciate all of you a lot.
That was fabulous.
Thank
You're
you.
okay, I guess.
Yeah, thanks.
Pretty okay DM. Honestly, if I had to rate, it'd probably be like a 4 out of 5.
I appreciate you guys sticking with me throughout my first campaign.
Kind of killed my dad.
And
so.
it killed your dad
He's
momentarily.
fine.
I appreciate you guys sticking with me throughout my first campaign, and dealing with all of my blunders as I learn how to DM. But yeah, so the plan is epilogue, wrap up, session 0 in that order. If we get to epilogue and wrap up next week, cool. If the epilogue takes a while and maybe we take another week, cool. It's whatever. But that's what I have in mind right now. So if you guys want to think about what your character's going to do and then think of questions for next week in case we can do both next week, that would be awesome. But for now, that is Direwood.